I am Sero. This is my Twitch stream, Sero Does Stuff, because Sero does stuff with bad grammar. Mostly TTRPG related stuff, but also a little bit of computer gaming and, some interviews, that kind of thing, whatever we feel like. And today we have, we're all going squee in the background and internally because we have scored the creator of the TTRPG Monster of the Week, Mr. Michael Sands, to come and be keeper for us. Hi, Michael.
Hello, and you're welcome. It's always good to have an opportunity to try stuff out, as we are trying some new stuff out today.
Okay, so I'll just go through and we'll introduce everyone so you know who they are and where they come from, and then I'll hand it all over to Michael, and we'll go through the characters, he'll explain the team playbook that we're using, and then we'll sort out our background histories and take it from there. So I guess we'll start with the main star, Michael.
Yep. Okay, yeah. So I'm mainly famous for having written Monster of the Week. We're currently in the middle of an exciting time because we've got the crowdfunding for our new supplement, the Codex of Worlds, coming out, and the team playbooks, like the one we're trying today, are part of that, as well as a bunch of new settings for alternate Monster of the Week games. And we've also just come out with a new hardcover edition of the main rulebook for any of you whose old softcover ones are starting to fall apart, as mine are. So yeah, that's where Monster of the Week is at the moment. And today we're going to be play testing one of the team playbooks that's a stretch goal for the crowdfund, which is called the Monster Revelations team, which is a paranormal investigation show group. So it should be fun.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. And we have Natalie joining us.
Hello, everyone. I'm Natalie, she, her. I am the keeper for a Monster of the Week actual play podcast, the Storyteller Squad. You can find me and more wonderful Monster of the Week shows like Shrimp and Crits and Monster Hour all over Twitter and other places on the internet.
Awesome. And we have... Ollie or Rosi? Ollie or Rosi? We'll go with Rosi since he's the birthday boy. Everyone say happy birthday to Rosi.
Wow, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for congratulating me. Yes, another trip around the sun. We won't tell you how many, though. So I'm Rosi. I don't have much to plug other than I applied for New Zealand citizenship, or at least inquired about it. A little over a year and a half ago. They still haven't gotten back to me. So if you could just put a good word in for me if you enjoy this podcast. That's about all I had.
Okay, fair enough. And we've got a new PM, so we'll go give Chris Hipkins a
I figured things have changed. It's probably under a stack of papers, and they just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, yep, totally the reason, yeah. I would recommend you go poke them yourself. But anyway, last but by no means least, Ollie.
Hi, we sang character names. Oh no, we're not. Okay. I'm Ollie. You can find me over at OJWH Reviews, where I talk about films and TV and stuff, except not stuff. Also, I have a podcast now. It's the Bubba Dudes, like the Babadook, but Bubba Dudes, because we talk about horror. Because we also talk about films and TV and stuff, except not stuff there. We might do a video game podcast at some point. In which case it will be films and TV and video games, but we have not done that. So it's still film, TV, stuff, but not stuff. That's about all that I have to say. Thank you for listening.
Excellent. Wow.
The more you know.
Let's hand things over to Michael then. Michael, we are now in your hands.
Okay. So first up, we are going to be trying out a draft of the Monster Revelations team playbook. And in our preparation, we went through and picked up some things about that. So I'll kind of take everyone through those. If you haven't come across them, the idea of a team playbook is it's like a character sheet for your whole Monster Hunter team that gives you some extra abilities and story elements and stuff to bring in to kind of focus the game in a different way. The Monster Revelations one is that you're journalists who investigate strange stories and monsters and cryptids and all that sort of stuff. Our show is going to be called Paranormal Planet. Is that right?
I believe so.
Yes.
And you pick the style looking for weirdness, that meaning you want to show off the hidden wonders of the world. And at the end of each session, you're going to see if you improve. You're going to ask if you published a revelation about some new and strange monster phenomenon or supernatural event, which I think we're probably pretty safe that there'll be something of that side happening. And we've done the show name. You also picked the format, and I believe we decided you are an internet show who are hoping to make it big and get some funding from something more official. So hopefully this will be your big break.
We need Sir David to recognize us.
Yep. We picked an ally for your group, which was Prentice, your editor and boss, who provides you with leads and yells at you when things aren't up to standard, but is on your side. And as an enemy, you went off book a bit and picked a custom one, which is an option for all of these, but it is basically a small gremlin who the group annoyed some time ago by crushing the car it was living in. So this little small elf or gremlin or whatever has had it in for you since then. Do you know its name, by the way? I don't think I saw a name for it.
I don't think we came up with a name.
I feel like my character
Would you
always
like
keeps
to?
freaking it and calls him the wrong one.
Okay, yeah, let's stick with that. You don't know its name, but you've called it several things that seem to have annoyed it more. Yeah.
Perfect.
Excellent. Okay, and the team move you picked was the one called That Was a Lucky Escape, which says when a team member or a bystander near you is in danger from a monster phenomenon or minion, you can roll plus weird to get a lucky break. If you roll well, everyone will be safe, but there'll be quite a lot of collateral property damage. If you roll less well, it will be less safe, but there'll probably also be lots of collateral property damage. And that, assets. I didn't check up on which assets you'd picked. Was it a mobile base? You have a big truck?
Yes, we have like a Subaru Outback, like a hatchback type car.
With a
To
roof
fit all
rack.
the filming equipment, right?
Yep.
Got roof rack.
Correct.
It's economical.
Excellent. Okay. Aside from that, we've decided where the team is based in Australia. The mystery itself is going to be in a small town in Queensland, Australia, but I'm not sure how close to that you are necessarily based. You could have been sent off from either Brisbane, which is the biggest city in Queensland, or Sydney or Melbourne, the even bigger cities from the more built-up areas. But you're going to be a bit away from those kinds of civilized comforts here. Anyone have a theory? Where you are actually based rather than where the mystery is.
I figured someone's mum's basement.
Remote islands.
A remote
Yeah.
island.
A remote island,
Oh, there are quite a lot of islands along there. So,
also
yeah,
known
sure.
as Mom's Basement. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
It's very
We
Thunderbird.
call it the remote island because otherwise, who's gonna fund people in the basement?
Cool.
We have a secret base on a remote island.
And I know some of you know each other a little bit and have played before, but this is my first game with you guys, so I'll just say in case of difficult or problematic content, can we have an agreement that if something comes up that we're not happy with, we can call it out and say, let's walk that back and redo it with something different.
Yep.
That said, I don't suspect with the mystery I've got planned and what I've seen so far, we're likely to hit that, but just to have the option there is a good idea.
Excellent.
As far as I can.
Safety tools are important.
Yep. That good with everyone?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. In that case, shall we introduce our monster hunters? Shall we start with the team's presenter, I think?
That's me. Okay. I am playing a man called Roger Ravencroft. He's a lovely British gentleman. He has a light blue button-up shirt, tweed jacket, grey trousers, glasses, and a scarf. I don't know how much we're going into. That's what he looks like, and that's what he's called.
And your playbook?
And where he's from. My playbook, that would help. I am the Snoop. Snoopity Snoop Snoop.
General style of presenting?
Quaint.
Now, I feel like it would be fun to hear from your sidekick next.
Yep, so I'm playing Clover, the intern. Basically, she's a fangirl stalker of Roger.
Which really doesn't fit with the whole quaint British presenter thing, but...
Well, you can be quaint, but she can be... over in the corner. She basically does whatever Roger tells her to do, and I'm using the Sidekick playbook. But yeah, think early 20s, probably university age, glasses, and scraggly hair, sun hat because Australia.
Mm-hmm.
I can get my glasses if you want.
No, I was just like picturing them being like all askew.
I have a number of assortment of glasses, but yes, we could use
Probably should have done
these.
that as well.
I didn't know we were cosplaying. I would have shaved my head to match my character.
All of our characters actually wear headphones.
Yeah,
And
no.
Yeah.
Oh, Natalie, do you want to join and introduce your character now that we've got at least a hint
Sure.
of your looks?
I'm
the
going to
glasses
ask
get
the actual Australians and New Zealanders listening, forgive me, but I'm playing Harley Reid. She's a wildlife and survival expert. I'm staying very on brand for our Storyteller Squad vibes and playing a very andro lesbian. She's sort of Laura Croft mixed with Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. She's sort of takes pleasure in watching the less rugged members of the team struggle with the more outdoors aspects of our researching adventures. And she has lots of tattoos. She's got one of a quetzal that sort of snakes all around her body, and if you look at it too close, you might realize, was that always in that position? No, maybe it's changed. I don't know what's going on with her. She's weird. She likes being out in the woods, and so home base for her is wherever she's allowed to pitch a tent. So,
Yeah.
and I'm
did you
playing the
mention
searcher.
playbook?
Yeah, she's a searcher. So,
Oh, what do we know?
Snoop, we've got lots of S's.
I was going to say, what do we know about your first encounter for the searcher?
yes. I think her first encounter, because the Reeds are a family of paranormal explorers. So she was on a trip to the Amazon with her uncle, and had a bit of a run-in with a cursed temple of sorts, and maybe that's where she got her first.
Yeah. Cool.
So.
Okay, and then Rosi, yeah?
All right, yeah, this is like my third interview for the job now. I'm Harry Turnover. Sorry about that. I go by Harry. I'm Harry Turnover, but like not the bad turnover. I'm the right kind of turnover you want for your business. I work in film. I'm currently a film student, and this is kind of like part of my capstone project. As you can tell, I'm not originally from Australia. I'm from Montana, maybe, or another place within the United States. What about me? So yeah, I'm like 5'8". I got I'm wearing black shoes, black pants, black coat, black hat. I got my headphones on because I'm doing audio too, even though that's not what I signed up for. And you can kind of cut me off whenever you want because I tend to go on rants. Yeah, how's everybody doing? I didn't see in the back, but we got a water. I don't know if there's enough for everybody, but we have all the equipment back there in a water.
Did you not fill your canteens like I told you to before we set out?
No, see, I don't know what that is. Is that like a water bottle? Still getting used to the accent. I've only been here 8 years. It's still getting.
Yeah, no, I'm impossible to understand.
Cool. Did you mention playbook in that? I can't remember.
Oh no, yeah. I'm just a regular old dude, man. I'm just a mundane guy.
Cool. Okay. Well, shall we
The
do
mundane
some
playbook for
history picks then? Do you want to carry on and do Harry's first history with one of the other team members?
Oh yeah, let's see. Sarah, what was your character's name one more time? Clover. I think we had a class together.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was, or did you like sleep through it?
Well, it was one of those ones about like animals, but not regular ones. Maybe like something about babies, like cryptozoology.
Sure. Cryptozoology class.
Cool. Who would like to go next and pick one?
I've got a connection with Roger, potentially.
Sure.
And I found your pet when it went missing.
I'd love to have a pet.
I think this is how I joined the production team in the first place, is you were out with your pet doing a case, and she managed to find it for you, and it ran off, and you realized, I should probably have someone who knows how to be outdoors.
The pet is a Labrador, for reference.
Sure, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it went into a vicious nest of brownies somewhere, and had to get it back for you.
Okay. Ollie, would you like to throw in Roger's first history?
I hadn't even thought about it, and I'm suddenly looking at them and wondering. Well, I mean, one of them is this hunter is a huge fan of your work. I feel like we've already established that. So, Sero, Clover, ask them if they keep quiet about it or if everyone knows.
That I'm a huge fan of your work.
Yes. Do you keep that quiet or do you tell everybody?
Everyone knows.
Okay. Everyone, including Roger or except Roger?
Maybe she hasn't. No, I think he knows that she's a fan. Maybe not to the extent that she's a fan, but he just thinks she admires him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the advert for your looking for assistant posters.
Who would like to go next? As everyone's done one now.
We can start back up at the top.
Sero, I've one of yours is mandatory hero for Roger, so that's already built in. Do you want to pick another one for someone else?
I want to say that Clover is jealous of the relationship, the camaraderie that Harley and Roger have.
So that'd be with Harley, will it? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's hard to spell.
Ooh, I'll bounce right back. I've got you met when you were investigating separate mysteries. and I get to tell you a trick I use to protect you from weirdness. And then how did you save me from a danger? So there's animosity both ways. I think Harley just knew a way to like camouflage at one point to stay hidden from some sort of predatory cryptid. So that protected you, but then you wound up saving me in the process of that mystery. And I guess it's up to you to decide that.
I mean, I didn't intend to save you. It just happened.
Perfect.
Cool. Okay.
Harry,
Roger,
Harry, how do
Roger.
you?
Oh, yep. Go ahead.
Harry, how do you feel about being a distant relation of mine?
I mean, it's pretty great, really. My resume is not exactly the greatest, so it was super cool that like I basically had my foot in the door for getting this job. So like that part's really cool, even though we don't hang out much outside of this.
Roger does a lot of Ancestry.com and found out he had this
Yep.
brother's son's cousin.
It's the nephew's cousin.
Brother's son's cousin. I said what I said.
Yep.
So my nephew's cousin. Wait a minute, hold
Brother's
on.
son's cousin.
How dig did you have to deep, man? That seems like not too many steps away.
Did you say how dig did you have to deep?
Yeah, your ancestry.com doing your ancestry.
Okay. I spent a lot of time doing it. It's fascinating learning about one's past.
It calms him down.
Rosie, do you want to give us
I'll be Harry's close cousin.
one
No one
more
else can know what a
relationship
hobnob is.
from
That
Harry?
just sounds strange, but
Yeah, I
Michael?
got a relationship with Harley. Let's see. They introduced me to the existence of monsters. And I gotta say that really changed things for me. It like really turned my life around. I was in a really rough spot at the time. Actually, it wasn't a terrible spot. Things were going pretty great, but if I had continued, it would have been totally destructive.
Awesome.
You also want to be close cousins, Harry? And then we actually are related, but Roger's trying to get in on that.
Wait, we're related too?
Yeah, like we're actually cousins, and he's constructed a story to make it seem like we might be related to him.
Brothers?
Wait,
Yeah.
you don't happen to be
Ancestry.com.
Roger's brother's
Nephew's
son's
niece.
other cousin,
Sure.
right?
Roger's nephew would do.
I've just put that in as actual regular cousins.
Yeah.
Normal cousins.
Yeah.
I saved
Now
his
that-
dog. He had a camera. It was, I need both of you on my show.
Yeah. That feels like enough relationships, unless someone's got one of the missing connections that they feel the need to throw in something extra. I think we can go ahead and start.
Okay.
Anyone got an idea for that, or are we good to go?
I'm good.
Good to go.
I think we got it.
Okay. So, the first question is, are any of you regular watchers of the local streaming channel SLOLs, which stands for Extreme Stunts for LOLs? It is based on...
Oh yeah, that one's pretty funny. I love the outtakes.
Yeah, you watch that all the time?
Yeah,
Awesome.
It's my jam.
Okay.
I hate
So-
that you watch it all the time.
Roger doesn't quite understand streaming.
Okay. So they're the sort of people who they do stuff like homemade fireworks, which led to a rather difficult situation involving a major forest fire. Hanging off the edge of cars and running them down a hill with no one driving, that sort of thing. Just fun stuff. Which
Yeah, they tell you you're not supposed to do it at home, but like you definitely can.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's the takeaway.
Now, like a month ago or so, they had a show in which, because they were getting some hassles because of that forest fire thing, right, from like the cops and stuff in their town. So they decided that they were going to curse all the people who were harassing them, and they got lots of magic stuff on the stream and did a stream of that. It was honestly, it was pretty lame by their standards, but it happened. Cut to the present day, where Prentice, your boss, has just told you that he wants you to investigate this small town, where they've had a sudden upswing in the number of unusual accidents. There was, at the Surf Lifesaving Club, a runaway golf cart crashed some people into a saltwater crocodile, which didn't go very well. Someone got electrocuted while crossing the road. It took them a while to figure out how that happened, and no, it doesn't seem like everyone's still that sure. Someone's greenhouse spontaneously combusted, and they've had like a 300% increase in the number of people going into the emergency room in that town over the past few weeks. So there's obviously something up. So your job is head out to that town, which I don't actually have a name for. So if anyone wants to suggest a small Queensland seaside town name for me.
Crikey.
Yeah, why not? Town of Crikey.
And now we'll never say it again for the rest of the session.
Crikey.
Yeah, so head out there.
Get it out in the chat, Crikey.
And figure out what supernatural effect is causing all these accidents, and give us a decent show for it. Hopefully you get something visual. And by hopefully, I mean definitely do that, and don't come back without some good visuals, okay?
Oh yeah, definitely. We got you. Question though, how do you turn this on?
Did you plug the battery in?
Yeah, that's right. Batteries.
That's
of
the
course.
night before thing. You got it. All right.
What are they like? AA, AAA? I got this. No, it's cool. I've seen a few YouTube videos. They really say it's all about the lighting.
Excellent.
Do you know how to work a drone by any chance, Harry?
I mean, I played one on Call of Duty. It's probably the same. Do we have one of those?
I bought you one for this last recent holiday that we experienced, depending on what month we're in.
Oh, yeah, I definitely still have that.
It's in my equipment, and I'm giving it to you, so...
You've definitely still got it, and it's definitely not stuck in a tree, right?
Definitely not stuck in the tree.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, totally.
Any preparations, research, etc., before you head for the town of Crikey?
This is a town that has never been on the map for anything before.
Correct.
Yeah.
Probably why they changed the name to Crikey.
So I imagine newspaper articles only get exciting within the past couple weeks, like you said. So yeah.
Yeah, before that, it's things like, there was a market day, or, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. They redid the sidewalk for the third time. Someone kept messing
They
it
only
up.
just added it to Google Maps.
Right. Everyone's outside in the pictures waving because it was a big thing for everyone there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just basic equipment check. Harley has cryptid hunting gear, and I also have on my sheet the bag of cameras and microphones because I figured someone should have that in their actual equipment.
Yeah, I do have I have some gear. I have an infrared camera for reference. I have a drone, which Harry now has, and I have pro sound gear, nice and vague. We like that one.
Hmm.
As well as just some gadgety things. But that's what I have
Yeah.
recording wise.
And I think your Outback has got will have a bunch of gear in the back too, as well as what you've got on your own hunter sheets.
Can I take the dog with me now that it's been established that I have a dog?
Sure.
You do realize the
Nice.
dog will die in Australia, right?
I want. If a
What's
pet
the
is
dog's
ever
name?
offered to me in any RPG, I'm taking it. The dog's name is Digley.
Bigley.
Bigley?
Digley. Digley.
Digley.
Particularly.
Okay.
Digley.
They're your co-host.
Yes,
They're the only other person on the team with charisma.
we have. There's a show called Gardener's World in England.
Some say the only one
that
on the
has
team
Oh,
with
yeah.
a couple
charisma.
Labradors co-hosts.
Cool. Okay, so equipment checks are done. Let's head out to the town of Crikey. So it's a long drive. It's how good's the air conditioning in your Outback?
Oh, you know it only hits the front two seats.
Yeah.
It's pretty good when it's already in the 70s.
We're in Celsius, dude. 70 Celsius.
well-
I'm
Quick math, it's like what, 22 Celsius? I don't know.
driving about 10 miles per hour under the speed limit wherever we are.
Yeah.
100 kilometers there.
It is, yeah.
Damn it.
Okay. Yeah, so lots of people passing you, I guess. It's like that area. It's pretty nice and scenic. It's also very, very hot and subtropical and humid. So you drive into town. So like I say, small town, but it's decent size. There's like a shopping center. There's a few motels and hotels to stay at. There's some big box stores on the edge of town, and it's kind of surrounded by homes. And then there's kind of a bit of a rural hinterland, which is probably a lot of sugarcane fields and things around there, that sort of thing. Tiny bit of touristy stuff, but this place is a little off the track for that. So yeah, that's the general vibe. Where would you like to head first? I'll assume Prentice has set you up with a place to stay in one of the motels. It's not the most cheap and horrible, but it is also not the nicest.
I forgot to bring my charger. Is there like an electronic shop that we could go to where I could buy a
Yes.
charger for my phone?
There is.
Probably a Dick Smith, actually.
I could have made a joke there.
We usually do with Dick Smith, yes.
What's our rating right now, Sarah? Are we PG?
Whatever the hell you want.
As many times as Dick's already been said in this.
I want to look. Character voice. I want to check out where that person got electrocuted crossing the street, so that we make sure we don't cross that street.
Good idea.
Yeah, there's
Is it all
basically
possible?
there's an area on one of the streets that's been had road cones put around it, and there's a sign saying danger, don't enter this area. It looks like a perfectly normal bit of street.
I don't trust it. I guess I'll say one of my cryptid hunting gear, things has like an electromagnetic reader.
Sure.
So I'll take it over there just to get a sense of how dangerous was this shock. Were they complaining about it too much? Did they actually get a kick?
There's no electrical field there at the moment. Like it comes up pretty much just background level. However, you can see in the middle of the area, there's like a spot that looks like where lightning might have hit it. You know, so it's kind of definitely something big happened there.
Okay.
I'm recording. So this is the first scene that we are looking at here today. And before we get into it, I just want to give a shout out to our first sponsor, Lord BDM. If you're on the run from the paranormal and your soul needs alternative accommodation, Lord BDM has your back. With just the click of a button, you can relocate your astral self to anywhere in the world, not only allowing you to access things exclusively in that area, but making soul reaping that little bit more difficult. I have a number of these.
Good.
This is probably about the time where I get back from buying my charger and knock on your hotel door.
The hotel we haven't checked into yet?
Yeah, no, I think this is happening
We're
on
on the
streets
streets
as well.
currently, Harry.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You've gathered like
Remember your medication.
several people watching that spiel with a look of confusion.
Just to
I
set
go
the
up
scene,
to one of
also,
them.
this humid. What? How many layers are you wearing, Roger? On this very humid
Me?
day?
On this humid day, I am wearing a nice button-up shirt, a nice tweed jacket, and
Yep.
and a scarf. Apparently, I dress for British weather.
Just
Yep.
sweating the worst.
Yep.
Ugh.
I'll let you know when you collapse from heat fatigue.
Clover will run over and pull out one of his, monogrammed handkerchiefs and start dabbing at his face. And then she'll put it in a little Ziploc bag and stick it in her pocket.
Watch the mic.
No.
Watch the mic.
Now, was Roger going to interview one of the confused bystanders?
Yes, I was going to, go up to the closest person who looks befuddled.
Yep.
Hello, I'm Roger Ravencroft. Do you happen to know what happened here?
Oh, yeah. Got electrocuted crossing the street.
How did you
Bob.
do that? You personally got electrocuted.
No, Bob did.
Bob did. Where's
Yeah.
Bob now?
Hospital.
Right. Which hospital's that?
Kind of points down the street towards like Crikey Medical Clinic.
Lovely. Do you know the ward by any chance?
The what?
The ward room number bed?
Oh, the one on the left.
Right, thank you very much. What electrocuted them exactly? Was it the road, or lightning, or a cable,
Well, it definitely wasn't lightning.
or
It
a
was a lovely
phone?
day.
Technology is rather dangerous these days.
Yeah, probably his phone.
Thank you very much.
Would you like to roll investigate and see if you can get some actual information out of that?
I feel like that was very informative, but sure, I can do that.
Well, you might be able to pick up something else from other interviews and so on.
Mm-hmm. I believe I can investigate mystery with charm instead, as a Snoop
You
and a very
can.
charming man, Roger Ravencroft. That would be a 7.
Yeah. Okay, so you can ask me one of those mystery questions, which hopefully you've got in front of you somewhere.
Yes.
I suddenly realised I didn't.
What is being concealed here?
Okay. There is someone at the back of the group who seems both less confused and looks a little guilty. Or worried, maybe.
I return to my group. Hello, everyone, gather. Bring out a camera as well. Hello, people at home. We have found our first suspect. It's the one over there, looking guilty, suspicious.
Do you point?
Who fancies going for them?
For legal reasons, you really can't be just naming people as suspects, Roger. No, it's not my place. I take it back. Whatever you want. It's B-roll, I guess.
There is.
Oh, wait, you want me
with Roger
recording this?
Ravencroft. It is. Hold on. You forgot to turn the camera on.
Oh, no, man, it's on.
There's no light.
Yeah, no, the light's for like, hey, watch out, you're not recording, right?
Oh, okay. I trust you. You know more as a young person. Well, who of us wants to tackle that dastardly man? Question mark.
You want to tackle someone? We could just ask them a question.
Tackle them verbally in debate.
Okay, Harry, where Roger's suggesting the suspect is, it appears that the suspect must be hiding from one of the hosts of the SLOL streaming channel, because Roger's kind of pointed at this person, BT, and so the suspect must be behind her, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I imagine I could focus my lens on that person.
Yep. When you do that, like through the viewfinder, you see her, like, there's obviously competing desires to both, like, appear, like, set herself up for the camera and to run away. Like, you see that go through her face. And she ends up kind of just standing there trying to look normal, not very successfully.
Excuse me, miss. Hey, miss. Yeah, just like it's okay. Like it's just a camera. We're not big time or anything. Not yet. That is. I mean, we'll hopefully be big, but like just try to be cool with the camera. It's not a big deal. You're looking. You ever see like a deer, standing in front of a bear? You're looking kind of like that right now. Not the bear. You're looking more like the deer.
Would you like to roll manipulate to get her to chill out about this and maybe talk to you?
Definitely. And that's a is that cool or charm?
You should be able to on the character sheet. There should be a button next to. Oh, I can't. Is there a button for the basic move, or it's
Hunter moves reference
charm,
to
yeah.
top.
Moves, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
But yeah, charm.
Charm. All right. Charm. I'm charming. Oh, I'm quite charming. 12. My words have moved her.
Yeah. So she's like, oh, so what's your channel? And you know, how many followers and stuff do you have?
We're the hey guys, it starts with a P, right? Paranormal. It's different in America.
Paranormal Planet. PP for short.
Yeah, that's why I keep forgetting because it's funny when you say it the short way. Yeah, we're Paranormal Planet. We're investigate paranormal activity, and we kind of believe that there might be some of that going down over here today.
Oh,
well,
wow,
not just
real,
today,
for
but
real,
like other days.
Real... Okay. Sure. Yeah. That's cool. Do you know I've got a show too?
Oh, no way.
Yeah, we've got this
fan.
We've got this show SLOLs where we do stunts. It's really cool.
Oh, you're one of the SLOLs dudes? Oh my gosh, your videos are so funny.
Are you gonna like reminisce?
I love
something?
the one where you get stuck in the shopping carts. It's like
yeah,
hilarious.
That was good. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, y'all show is pretty cool. Like we're I mean, we're not as popular, but we've got like a few dozen followers.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So what like supernatural paranormal thing are you looking for?
Well, that's kind of what we're trying to figure out. Like part of our show, like our format is that we figure it out.
Oh, cool. So you don't like know what's happened. That's
Yeah,
good.
so it's like a
that'll be really
mystery.
interesting to find out. Yeah,
And then we figure it out.
cool.
Yeah. But I just do camera work. You could be like, if you want a guest spot, like I suppose we could work you in. We'd have to call our producer to okay it, but like I'm sure that'd be fine.
No,
Like, what are
I
you
don't-
guys
I don't
doing
think I
here?
want- Oh, I was just going to the shop there. In fact, I better go and get some burritos. Yeah, because we just urgently ran out of burritos.
You came
And
all
she
the way
kind of
out here
scurries
just to
off.
go to a burrito shop?
She heads towards a shop that does not look like it sells burritos.
Oh, that place doesn't look like it has burritos, but like that's generally the best spots to get burritos.
Well,
Like,
this is like magazines and newspapers and books and stationery shop.
that's how they keep out the regulars. You gotta true fanatics know. Hey guys, I think I know a cool place we can get for lunch. So like once we wrap up this, like you should check it out.
Harry,
Could
Harry,
I-
what? You go.
No, go ahead.
What did you find out?
Well, so you remember that YouTube, that Twitch, that streaming channel I'm always watching? Like the one that he keeps showing you videos. It's like, it's like,
They're all the same to me, but yes, okay.
yeah, they're like people playing pranks on each other. Like one time somebody put like a slice of fish on their sandwich. Like it was,
Okay, get to the point. What did you find out?
oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, burritos. We should get burritos after we film. I know a spot.
Harley.
Harley's not there. I was gonna say,
where's Harley gone?
can when BT makes it over to that newspaper magazine stand, she like
Yep.
busies herself trying to look at something. Harley like sets down a magazine and looks over at her.
Yeah.
Says, so your group's here in Crikey as well, huh?
Yeah. Why wouldn't we be?
Oh, it's just weird not seeing all of you together. You know, it's sort of, you figure your production crew, you want to be pretty tight knit in a place like this, especially with all the weird things going on.
Oh yeah, but I just I'm going to be heading back there soon, right?
Sure. You didn't happen to see any of the dangerous and unfortunate circumstances that have befallen the poor people of this town?
Oh, just a few.
Right. Yeah. Any connection?
At this
Anything
point-
similar happening?
As you ask that question, the entire newsstand begins to collapse down on you. Which the first clue you get is like a weird cracking sound and a scream from the person at the counter as the whole thing kind of implodes in on itself and starts crashing all over, throwing newspapers everywhere. Would you like to try and help save the shopkeeper, or BT the streamer, or yourself, or
How capable does BT look?
not especially? But then again,
Okay.
she's obviously quite tough because she's survived all the stupid stunts they've done.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, we are here to research them, and I think I might earn some brownie points if I save her. Sorry, shopkeep.
And remember,
another victim of circumstance.
You do have that team move for that was a lucky escape where you can roll weird and try and divert everything into property damage.
That's true. Yeah, I'll do the team move
Tips
then.
the other way.
Yep. So that's a weird roll.
Okay, that's good. I have a pretty decent weird. I clicked it. Did it happen? Roll 20. I'll try one more
Don't see
time.
it yet.
Click. Well, I'll try. Oh wait. Oh, plus forward. No. Submit.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
10.
Oh, and it's good. That is a 10. Sweet.
All right.
So, The danger hits something inanimate but important nearby. Okay, so I think as it starts collapsing, and you're like reaching to get BT out of the way, suddenly like it changes direction and falls over onto someone's car. Oh, actually, I guess it's your car. It would have to be.
Right. Yeah.
So it kind of slumps and bits and pieces crash down. It smashes up the outback. It's still probably okay under there somewhere, but there's an entire newsstand on top of it now.
Where's the dog?
Oh, the dog is barking at the fuss from next to it.
I was waiting until they're in a non-specific location until I need them.
Yeah.
I think we'll get a moment where like Harley tackles BT out of the way as the newsstand is falling over, and they end up in that like on the ground over her position. She says, "Well, that was a lucky escape, wasn't it? Better be careful out there."
Yeah. I guess things just fall down sometimes.
Any information you could lend us to help me get to the bottom of what's going on here would be real helpful. But I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you've got a big following to be tweeting it.
So can I get up then?
Right, yeah, of course. No, my apologies. Gets up, does herself off.
Yeah. BT does too, like looks at you all quite suspiciously and heads off down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Sherbet lemon, the car.
Right, we're going to be hoofing it for a bit there. Everybody packed the right shoes, yeah? Roger, why do your shoes not have any trench?
Of course, I've got lovely boots on. Big boots, lovely and warm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Flattest. Oh, actually, no, they've got like a bit of a heel there. Well, that's practical.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna really make
Right.
that hoofing it noise.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well,
Good
let's
pup.
check into our hotel and hope that doesn't implode on us. We can at least stash stuff so that it's not left out in a car that can no longer be fucking locked.
Hotel, more like horsetail. That's one for you viewers.
Clover looks really confused and then just kind of goes, ha 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 ha.
So
She
Roger,
still
am I
looks
supposed to
confused.
just be like filming everything you do?
Well, I have cameras as well, but if you could do that, yes, it would be rather important for the show. You have that drone. Where's the drone?
It's probably one of these boxes. I packed everything away before
Okay.
we left. It's just there's just so much. You don't want me going through it.
Oh, well, we can do it when we get to the hotel.
Yep. Okay. So you check into the hotel. Okay. One of the rooms, as you're going to your rooms, one of them has been sealed off with tape saying "Do not enter spiders."
Why would you enter spiders?
I've heard of signs for ants, but signs for spiders? Now come on.
The person showing you your room says, "There's a lot of spiders in there. Best to leave them be."
Is the rest of the hotel safe?
So far, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. We are doing a vlog, so we'll put that information on the web.
Oh yeah.
Yes, the spiders and webs.
Ha ha ha.
Right. Your rooms are, as I said, as one would expect from a budget hotel. Nothing too horrible, nothing too nice.
Well, this will do. I've roughed it in the wilderness before. Don't you agree, Harry?
Yeah, this isn't too bad.
Good.
I mean, this room has spiders too, but like there must be a ton in the other room. Because like 2 or 3 spiders in a room in Australia is not that bad, if you ask me.
In case you're worrying, I did bring plenty of
Someone's got a little
blankets
hat
just in
on.
case,
That's weird.
so we can keep nice and warm.
I set a bag down on one of the beds and it just. Might be better off on the
Okay.
ground, honestly.
Are you going to have a bit of a conference and plan what you investigate and film next?
Yes, but before we do that, hello viewers. I just wanted to tell you about our next sponsor, Lair Space. It's just one for the monsters out there because we are an equal opportunity show. Lair Space makes building your den of terror that much easier because us hunters know that it can sometimes be a challenge to scare your victims. Well, now there's a service that'll bump up that street cred. And any of you in fear, just to quell your worries, this was not, and I have been assured, not set up by hunters to lure those monsters. Their space. Yes, we should probably talk about what we're going to do next.
Roger,
Tell
the
them about
camera
the
wasn't
promo
on.
code.
The promo code
Uh,
is Crikey.
but Roger, there were no cameras even pointed in your direction.
I have.
Vocal
You know,
warm-ups.
I'm warming up for later. It's part of the performance.
Oh,
Do you
good,
suppose
good.
you're going to harass that poor gentleman in the hospital then, Roger?
What a jolly good idea.
Well, it's
Yes,
quite
not harass.
how I
just
meant to pitch
learn
it, but
from.
all right, sure.
I mean, he's not
Yes.
going anywhere.
No, that's me.
Indeed, he is
Full of ideas.
hospitalized.
Okay, so over to the Crikey Medical Centre, where you find in the room on the left Bob, our electrocution victim. He's propped up in bed, checking stuff on his phone. He looks pretty much okay, honestly.
Robert, Bob, hello.
Hello. Oh, you with like the
how-
newspaper?
Yes.
The name's Roger Ravencroft. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, doing all right.
Wonderful. We heard you were electrocuted
Yeah, just in the middle of the street,
Yes.
out of nowhere.
by your phone, I hear.
Nah.
Well, whatever by then.
I don't know. There was just like a weird flash of like sparkles, and then bam.
Don't know what that could be.
It was weird, actually. The sparkles were kind of pink.
Did I notice weird sparkles when the newsstand shifted around?
No, you didn't see anything like that. But it kind of like shifted from the back. So if there was something to see, it might have been behind it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I feel
yeah.
like we've got all the information we can get here. Didn't invite you lot.
Do you want to like get a photo or something for the paper?
A
I
photo?
mean, yeah, that sounds good.
Yes. Harry, you can take that photo, can't you?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me set up some lights or something.
Okay.
Clover's just snapping pics for her own reasons.
Yep. Of Bob or of Roger?
Roger.
Yeah.
Bob may or may not end up in the picture, but they're predominantly Roger.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Bob tries to get in a few if he can kind of lean over, and he's quite into it. He's obviously trying to do the sort of like gestures that he imagines young people might for a photo, but he's in his 30s and he's obviously not really got it.
If I pull up pictures of the For the Lulz streaming
Yeah.
cast and I show them to Bob, do you recall seeing any of these people around when you that sparkly and then you trip here happened?
No, they went around.
Fair
Who
enough.
was around?
I think there were a couple of cars coming down the street. There were some
What
people over
colour?
by the newsstand.
What colour were the cars?
I don't remember. I wasn't paying much attention. Just making sure they didn't hit me.
Get the license plates?
No.
I mean, to be fair, this man's been electrocuted. I'm surprised you're as conversational as you are.
Yeah, perking up pretty well. Yeah.
Speaking of electricity, there's like no plugs around here. Occasionally, I just like pull out a plug of something and plug our lights in.
Like a monitor?
Oh, is the other option is, I mean, Harry, you might not recognize the plugs because they use different style here to back in Montana. So
I've been here 8 years.
Do y'all have any like forks or like screwdrivers or something? I don't think these are gonna connect the way we think they're gonna connect. I saw this on that Wolves channel one time. I'm pretty sure the person only got like a minor burn.
When you're in hospital, I suppose it's the best place for you to do something stupid like that.
I'm gonna put on my
Be a big old oops.
ectoplasmic detection goggles. It's a non-specific scan of this person. See if there's supernatural stuff on him.
cool. Make me an investigative mystery roll.
I can't do that with charm. That will be with sharp.
Yeah.
Submit. 11.
Whoa!
Ooh.
These goggles are great.
Okay. So
I'm imagining just like this.
the first thing I'll tell you is that there is a small pixie-like person sitting on the windowsill outside this clinic room, watching what's going on, surrounded by pink sparkles.
Good to know.
What else would you like to know?
Well, I feel like I've got the answers of what's for the creature and what's being concealed, and where it is. What can hurt it would be a good one.
Sorry, what was that?
What can hurt it?
You can't really tell from just looking at it.
Can I go up to this creature? Hello there, little one.
As you approach it, it looks a bit startled that you're coming directly towards it. It jumps up into the air and disappears.
Huh.
And is no longer there.
Well, where did it go? Is one of my questions.
It has. It's clearly teleported away. It hasn't just like scurried off. It's like actually disappeared. Or possibly become completely invisible to your goggles. Except given that they seem to be seeing through the invisibility that was previously present, you would guess not.
Take off the goggles. Well, I've solved the mystery, gang.
Yay!
Just like that, then.
Stop filming, Harry.
Wait, all right. Stop or start? Are we still doing the pictures?
Just okay. I'll rehearse. There was a small little pixie that was just here a moment ago, and now it is gone. So that's what's responsible. Job well done.
Yeah, but you didn't get any footage of it, did you? And that's what Prentice asked us to get.
True. The goggles don't have camera stuff.
No.
You really got to speak up when you see that stuff, mate. Like communication, we got to work as a team.
Yes, but it wouldn't have shown up
we're going to
on
be here
the
for a
camera
week.
anyway.
Hey, what if we
Pretty
put your glasses over the lens? No, that wouldn't work.
Maybe actually.
Maybe it would.
Bit late now. We'll find out next time on Paranormal Planet.
I pull out a roll of duct tape.
So you can take the glasses over a camera?
Sure.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh well, you've now got a pixie detector, probably.
Probable pixie detector.
Probably.
A
It's in the
pixie
safest
viewer
hands,
as
too.
opposed to detect, but yeah.
We should go try it out somewhere.
Yeah, what were some of the other accident locations?
There was a crocodile.
Down at the surf club, there was a runaway golf cart. There was someone's greenhouse spontaneously combusted.
Oh, that's right.
There's a
Just
good
go
chance
there.
that some of those people are also in this hospital.
Oh, yeah, there probably are some
True.
other victims.
Could
here.
ask them and then head out to whichever one has better clues.
So maybe point that viewing camera into the rooms as we go into the rooms and search for more pixies. Sounds like a good option.
Hold up, Harry.
Okay.
Can I see that for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And she puts the battery in the right way, so it's actually connected to the leads. And close the door.
I was wondering. It kept I thought I was supposed to see something on the screen after I took the photo, but because I could see it through the viewfinder.
You're all right, cousin. You'll figure it out.
Clover will leave
Okay,
a business card with Bob, but it's just a normal flimsy bit of paper, not a proper official business card. It will just have all the contact details to contact Roger and where you can also see Roger and how wonderful Roger is. And she'll also leave one on the windowsill where the pixie was in case the pixie decides to contact Roger.
There's none of those pink
That
sparkles
can't
like on
possibly
the
go badly.
countertop, is there? Are there any of those pink sparkles left behind, or they're still invisible?
No, they've gone for now. But as you go through the clinic and interview the other people, a couple of them also saw some sparkles before whatever accident befell them, but not everyone. And as you're looking through the pixie detecting camera, as you're getting ready to leave the clinic, having kind of checked out everything you can for now, which includes the where to find the exploding greenhouse and so on, you do get some sparkles appearing as you walk out onto the street. And what you see through the camera is you see a whole bunch of sparkles and then 6 little pixies of various styles. Well, whatever. They all look different to each other anyway. All kind of suddenly appear watching the group of you. You can't see them all at once, but as you pan it round, you can see them.
They're just in front of us, or are there any behind us too? Are we being
Hey
surrounded?
guys, this camera
kind of
doesn't
just
have
around you.
This camera doesn't have augmented reality, does it?
No, I don't know what that is, but I don't think so.
Do I have any weird filters or crazy
We've just added a filter to
programs?
it.
Yeah, I was just going to say
Oh,
the
that's
viewfinder.
what it is
Yeah.
then. I'm seeing pixies.
Where?
They're over there and over there and over there and over there. There's 6 of them?
They've started moving around now, so you're not even sure that there's 6 because they're all over the place.
They're doing a little dance thing.
Like the can?
I mean, if they want to, if they can.
I see what you did there. You're learning from your old cousin's father's brother.
Well, I wonder what they're gonna do.
Let's not find out, right? Can I cast a spell?
But isn't that what we're here for?
Yeah.
You can indeed cast a spell. What sort of spell do you have in mind?
I would like to trap one of these fairies so we can get some answers out of them.
Okay.
I think Harley pulls out a roll of garden wire, sort of makes a disc and locks it together, just bends it into place real fast.
Yeah.
And then asks Harry, All right, point me towards one. I gotta catch it.
All right here.
Okay. Then,
Okay, I'm going to say that to make a pixie trap, you'll need to also carve some mystical runes onto your little trappy gadget, which will take a little while.
Okay.
So you're not going to be able to do it immediately, but we'll get back to you. So,
yeah.
What are the pixies doing in the meantime? Is the question. And Harry, you're watching them through the camera, but you can only really watch one or two at a time and keep track of what's happening there. Clover, who is at the back making sure Roger is okay, I presume.
Yeah.
There is a sudden cracking sound above you.
Uh-oh. Look up.
What do you do? Okay, you see the top half of the Crikey Medical Center sign falling directly towards you. So giant Crikey coming straight at you.
I yell out, Crikey! And throw myself forward against Roger, so Roger's also pushed forward as well.
Okay, make an act under pressure. Roger is not currently in danger except from you. But...
Yeah, well, that's usually the case.
If you make the roll, you're both fine.
I rolled an 8.
You push Roger underneath the sign.
Our first miss.
I'm making sure he's even further away from the danger.
Okay,
And on top
so
of that.
basically, Roger, you are suddenly tackled from behind and crashed down onto
Golly
the street in a pile with Clover as the sign Crikey smashes into the street behind you and bursts into shards of plastic and bits of light bulb and whatnot.
Clover, what on earth are you doing?
Roger, I'm saving you. The sign fell. It was going to hit you.
Okay.
Are you
Harley,
okay?
you can
And she
try your
feels them
spell
all
to
over.
capture a pixie now.
All right, yeah.
You do need to have Harry pointing where to find one. But yeah, make the roll.
Okey-doke. Oh, wait, we'll actually hit the use magic.
So I think there's probably a lot of over there, to the left, no, the other left, etc.
Do I help out with this one?
You can if you want. Yeah.
It'd be great if you could, because I rolled a 9.
I would like to help out with that one.
How did Harry get into college?
I had I had a cousin's friend's brother's aunt. What am I saying? I keep looking for the button every time I hover my mouse over and can't find it. That'd be a 10.
Whoa!
Cool.
You're rolling well.
Okay, so
I'm
between
doing
you,
great
you
at
managed to get this little pixie trap in exactly the right spot as one kind of walks into it, and poof, you've got it.
I'll use my walking stick and kind of point it at them, very hey, all right, no sudden moves there, you little cheeky bugger.
It flips you a finger.
I'll push it. I'll push it into the ground, not to crush it, but just oh, you want to play?
Ow!
Okay.
Should I be filming this part, or do you want me to I feel like I should.
Yeah, once it's
Roughing up
trapped,
the guest
it's
stars.
visible to all too. So the moment it's trapped, it becomes visible as well, so you can all see it now. This one is a little green sort of pixie thing with a kind of mane rather than hair. And it seems
Clover,
quite
I'm fine,
unimpressed
get off
about
me.
being caught up in your...
No, Roger, we gotta make sure there's no broken bones or concussions.
There are no. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. I stand up, straightening my jacket.
You got a problem or something with this town, eh?
Sorry.
I'm talking to the pixie.
It says, well, yeah.
Please elaborate.
Why? If you let me out, I'll tell you.
You think it's my first rodeo, mate?
Oh, well.
I'll offer you something
Shuts
else.
its
How's
mouth
that?
very determinedly. What's that?
Okay. I'll offer you something else.
Go ahead.
And she'll take out It's basically just like a little sequined, like shiny bracelet sort of thing. It's just like she keeps a bag of knickknacks with her to like trade to small
Oh,
gremlins and
come
things.
on. Says, how about 7 years and 1 day's service?
I'll see. I'm already in contract with this show right now, and we're thinking we're gonna get picked up pretty soon by like a network. So unless you've got like insurance or something, you can offer me maybe like a pension.
Well, what about that idiot? It says, pointing at Harry.
I mean, we like they said, we can't we all, even though we're a small production, we all sign non-competes. It's like standard now.
We can
Oh,
offer
well,
plenty
I
of
guess you're
promo
like,
Our
codes.
hands are tied just as much as yours are right now.
Well, slightly less, I think.
We have plenty of promo codes, such as one for Grandma Lee, because knitting's not that easy, but Grandma Lee can help. Just take one simple masterclass, and you'll find yourself on a journey to become Britain's most darndest knitter.
Honestly,
darn is
she
something to
breaks
do with
it
knitting.
down in such a friendly way.
What on earth
Exactly.
is that all about?
It's great to fall asleep to, I gotta say.
Yeah, Roger made that belt from her channel.
Okay.
How about this? We'll let you go,
Yeah.
but you got to tell us what we can do to make things right, so you stop terrorizing the people of this small town. Unless you're just some sort of perverse little bastard and you get your kicks off torturing people.
Right. Yeah, no, that'll do. Yeah.
You look over at Harry. Keep the camera on him.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what
Right.
I do here.
Okay. And she'll untwist the little
Okay.
wire bit.
Do you let it all the way out?
She kind of undoes the thing and like bends it slightly open to see what it does.
Okay, first thing. You gotta put on big, lavish feast for all of us. Fanciest food, loveliest wine, the whole deal.
Oh, I know this cool burrito place.
Now, if you untie that bit of wire a bit more, I'll tell you the next thing.
Well, the feast is quite reasonable, I think. Thanks to all our sponsorships. Roger, don't we have one from like a food, box service?
We don't, unless you, of course, you're a squirrel, in which case I can tell you all about Acorn, because music is all the rage. But, sometimes music isn't the answer. Sometimes nature is life's best song. And this autumn, like every other, nature is bringing you acorns. Just plug them into your ears, no wire needed, and listen to that beautiful song of nature. Acorn.
Right, so how about it? You know any squirrels?
Well, I do, but I mean,
Huh?
they can order it themselves.
Now you can invite them. So we've added a guest list to your
Look,
feast already.
if you ever had squirrels at a party, they just make a mess. They're out of control.
I mean,
I
how else do you know you're having a good time?
I don't even know if there are squirrels in Australia.
The rare outback squirrel. Oh yeah, she'll.
Well,
she'll
I'm not
open a
sure if
little bit
the burrito place allows animals.
Are you gonna undo
Well-
this a bit more or what?
Yeah, she opens the wire a little bit more. She'll lift her,
Okay,
her like
number
walking
2.
stick off them so they can stand up.
We need 7 tail hairs from a unicorn.
Okay, yeah.
No, do we know any unicorns?
I don't.
I had an aunt and she like chased one down one time. They can be right
Is
nasty if you get behind them.
Is that my brother's son's sister?
Don't hurt yourself, mate.
That was a
See your
donkey, I
niece.
think.
Yeah.
All right, some unicorn hair. Unicorn hair, a lot of
Yeah.
food.
one further thing, and then but you're going to have to let me go to hear the last one. All
Yeah,
the way
all right,
out.
yeah. This is working for me so far. She opens it up.
Cool. Some stolen treasure from a dragon horde.
And we could find
You know?
all those things close by, or
I don't know. That's your problem.
Are you?
Yeah,
interested
anyway,
in-
get all that stuff, deliver it here. Yep, and we'll leave the town alone. No worries.
All right, yeah, no, you promised then.
Yep. It reaches up its tiny little hand to give you
She'll
a
hold
shake.
out a pinky.
Yeah. It says, excellent. I love making deals. And disappears.
Right, so this is going to be easy. We have a dragon, a unicorn, and Clover, you're good at making sandwiches, right?
I can make sandwiches.
Ooh.
Yeah. The little
now-
cucumber ones that Roger likes.
That sounds fancy.
Yes, I've actually brought with me. It's on my character sheet. I have a packed lunch. I've jam sandwiches here, as several thermoses if anyone wants any soup. And I've got some jammy dodgers. Got a beautiful array. I'm not sure it counts as a culinary delight, but it's a feast for a quaint man like myself.
He said for all of them, so we assume there's at least 6, right? And he also said wine.
Did we know how many?
Roger, you mix your own jams, don't you?
I make them, yes, stamp them.
Like
with my
you buy
own
your own
2 feet.
jams and then you mix them.
One could do that. It's known to be a little bit dangerous, a bit like mixing your alcohols. But I do dabble in the art of jam mixing.
You'll never catch Roger Ravencroft mixing an apricot and a grape. Don't even ask.
Great
That
picot.
would be risky.
All right. We should call Prentice. We gotta let him know that we got a 3-part series on our hands.
We should, yes.
Fairies, unicorn, dragon. That's gotta be worth like at least a double bonus, if not triple.
Didn't Harry get stoned with a dragon?
Didn't I get what with the
Yeah,
dragon?
I'm really loving this
Stoned.
sudden
Stoned
backstory.
with the
Yeah.
dragon.
I have unicorns back home, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we did that one time. We definitely did. Well, it wasn't necessarily with the dragon. Some say it's like chasing the dragon more so, but yeah, we don't have to get into it.
Or did you just like see a dragon?
Well,
I
stoned.
mean, I saw many things that night, dude.
Was that up in Melbourne then?
Yeah, that was here. That wasn't stateside.
Yeah, okay. Right, well, I've got my aunt. I'll call her up. She's in Perth. I'll see if she's still got a unicorn ranch going there. And we'll have to see. if
I
we can
mean,
get some clippings.
is a unicorn ranch really a thing that exists even in Perth?
That's on like the complete other side of the country. They're in a different time zone.
Well, that's why we got to fix the car up. I hope you're ready for like an 18 at least hour drive. I say knowing I would get it right in character, but
Plenty of cassettes for us to listen to on the journey. We can sing along in rounds.
I hate to break it to everyone, but we don't currently have a working car. It got smushed.
That would be an
Yeah.
issue.
I think we gotta find another way around this one.
But before we think of one, on the subject of cars, I should mention our next sponsor, Bootbait. If someone points to the back of a car, don't get in. It's been a PSA brought by a Bootbait. That's all.
I'm learning a
Yeah.
lot from you, Roger.
We don't
maybe
get
we should
funded.
just steal BT's car or their crew. They've probably got some sort of locomotion, right?
I have an idea. We go to the dragon, see if he has a car or she has a car. We could steal
they
that.
Where's
And
the
then that's
dragon?
like- No, because then at the end we would have to give the pixies the car.
Why would we have to get the pixies the car?
Because they
the
want
car is
dragon
the stolen
treasure.
treasure.
Ah,
You're so smart.
Am I the only one who
Harry.
pays attention in this group?
Yeah.
What are you quitting, Roger? You're gonna quit 5 minutes into our new quest?
No, I not at all. I just think that we should have a plan B. I always come prepared with many plans, and on the assumption that we can't get dragons' hordes and unicorn bits and bobs, we should maybe think about what else we could do as a plan B.
Right, well, we can kill a
Well,
bunch of fairies, but I've just made a deal with one, so that's like my soul or whatever.
How do you kill a fairy?
Iron, sometimes salt. Sometimes if you break a promise, it kills them. Maybe I might be in the clear.
I
Church
saw
bells, prayers can also be a problem for them.
I saw a moving picture once that said if we just say that we don't believe in them, they'll die.
Don't believe
I
in
don't
what?
believe in fairies. Maybe that works.
I don't believe in fairies.
I don't believe in fairies. Quick, look to see if any have died. With your camera.
You don't see any, there are no fairy corpses have appeared.
Yeah, we know
did
that
it, guys.
usually works.
Yeah.
I gotta tell the people whose greenhouse burned to the ground. They just had to not believe harder.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure people don't believe them in the first place, which is why Roger is doing this great public service by informing the world through his vlog about, all of these things. So I guess they
Wait.
didn't believe in them first.
If we've been telling people that they're real, then other people are going to think they're real. We're going to have to put out a video saying they're not real so people believe it because it's on the internet at that point.
Do you know where we could put that video?
On
Is
the internet.
Killshare. Because hunting monsters can be quite a challenge. And Killshare is a great way to get ahead in the game if you post them online. It's a great site for monster hunters. Killshare.
That makes sense.
Okay. At this point, with the little pink sparkles, the pixie you made a deal with appears again and says, "Why are you just standing around? Shouldn't you be getting on with it?"
Well, you never
And
set a
it
time
disappears
limit.
again. Oh, it appears again. 24 hours and disappears.
Oh, and then what?
And then maybe it dies because the deal's broken.
Right. It dies or I get hit by a semi.
There's a chiming laughter in the air.
See, I know how these little guys work.
Well, they're tricky, aren't they? Maybe we could just we could find a toy that's a dragon and give it a little horde and then take it away.
I like that, but we should probably stop talking about ways to deceive them while we're still surrounded by their entire company.
Well, I mean, Harry, is there any around?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, do
They've
I?
kind
I
of
don't-
Are you
turns
going to
off
actually
after a
check
while
through the
because,
camera?
I'm gonna check through the camera.
Oh, yeah, there are still a
Camera
couple
on, and then
around
I'm gonna
watching.
check through the camera.
Yeah, no, there's still some around. Just invisible.
Yeah, they're still here, but there's only like a couple of them. Hey, like, you guys seem pretty chill. Like, y'all can hear me, can't you?
One of them waves.
Yeah, like, do you know that other guy? Like, are y'all are y'all related? Like, we're related. Are y'all related?
He's my brother's son's cousin.
It looks at you for a bit with a kind of like it's trying to work you out.
Good
and
luck.
then it nods.
Cool. Y'all get along?
It shrugs.
So like if you weren't here, man, like what would you be doing?
It embarks on a very complicated charade that you do not understand.
I'm
That's
getting
cool.
the
I
sense
got on
that
tape. We can
maybe
review it.
maybe the feast, the dragon, and the unicorn stuff is only going to appease the one. So you might be right, Roger. We might be looking at alternatives.
Maybe
I'm
Roger
always
can
right. I rock
negotiate a
Ravencroft.
coup.
What?
Harley, the deal you made was for them all to leave the town alone, not just that.
Okay. I was just basing it off him saying they don't get along. But...
Oh yeah. But I think they are covered by the deal from what you've seen.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe this is the day that Crikey gets put on the map for being the town that discovers a dragon and a unicorn in the same 20-mile radius. And pixies. Yeah, like I said, triple threat going on. Please someone text Prentice or we're not going to get our bonus. I would like to go check out that burned down greenhouse.
Yes.
Greenhouse.
Because that sounds like something a dragon could have been responsible for.
Yep.
I'm sure there's a unicorn at the burrito place.
Sure.
I'm going
Check
wherever
that out.
Roger's
Although
going.
Although remember the
I
burrito
want to
place
see a
did fall
crocodile.
down. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
the burrito
yeah.
place is currently smashed on top of
Oh,
our
you're
car.
asking for a crocodile.
I want to see a
Yes.
crocodile.
Anyway, heading for the greenhouse. Okay. It's been taped off by the fire department's kind of inspectors when they checked out what happened. It does look like a burned down greenhouse. Anyone know much kind of forensics type things to determine more?
Maybe I can enhance some of these photos and we can find some clues.
Sure. What?
Enhance.
Macro.
Yeah. Well,
I
is someone going to roll investigate? Is the real question.
I will. I'm gonna pull out the drone. Oh, I did have
The
it.
drone?
All right, cool. Yeah,
The
no, I totally
drone.
always had this.
It's still
then I'll
got some
fly-
leaves stuck to it.
I pulled the twig out of like the
Camo
like,
mode.
the gimbal on the camera.
Camo for the sky.
I take the egg that had been planted in and put a battery in instead. I saw you do this
Yep.
earlier. Cool. So yeah, boot it up and get it up in
Yep.
the air, and I'm flying over.
UAV deployed.
That'd be sharp, right?
Oh no!
I'll help out.
Kind of skimmed through
Telling
that.
him how to drive a drone.
I will grab the remote control off him because it's obvious that
Just
he's
before it
stopped paying
crashes
attention.
into the house at high speed.
Stop! I'm about to
and
get an
angle it.
experience point.
Oh well, I failed too.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
like,
Give
give me mine.
Okay,
So
so
while we're
Clover
wrestling
grabs
with-
the remote. Yeah, you're fighting over it. The drone slams through the windows of the people whose house you're next to, whose greenhouse was recently spontaneously combusted, and you hear like the clatter of things falling over inside as well.
As you're fighting over, it's just taking out everything in the room.
Yeah. Yeah, you
having
can
a
still hear the motor
fantastic
going.
week.
It's still
He
flying.
did it.
I think we have another pixie problem.
Harry.
The residents of the house come out the back door angry. What are you lot doing in there? Did you crash that drone into our house? Did you set fire to the greenhouse?
He did it.
I
Okay.
think there are bigger problems afoot than your living room or bedroom or whatever rooms we've just.
I don't think so.
May have been
It's
destroyed.
completely smashed up.
But like, think about how
And you've
much
got the
worse it
remote
would have been
control.
if you'd already had everything repaired. Now you can just get it all done in one go.
Can you make me a manipulate roll?
I hope so.
I could.
Oh!
I can't.
Okay.
They're gonna
Wow.
invite
so
us in
much
for
that
tea.
you've- It's not so much that you've convinced him that you're not to blame, but I think it's more a case of like your explanations of things leave the people confused as to what they could possibly do and what indeed is going on at all.
They're like, this person's
So
all right.
in the end, they just kind of let you go away because they think that's probably safer.
Can we get our drone back?
Back away from the crazy people.
Edgy tattooed
Oh,
woman
don't
kicking around
push it,
the
mate.
debris of their greenhouse. I think they're road bandits. Could I check the like I'll actually do a little bit of fire forensics. Was it so hot that certain metal things or things that like wouldn't have burned down in a quick fire actually did get damaged?
I also have a temperature fluctuation
Sure.
detector if that helps.
Not anymore. It's had time to cool down to background temperature.
All right, it's a mix.
Yeah. Your feeling is
what happened here?
it looks like I thought that was what you go for. It looks like the fire started like amongst the plants in the middle. Like there was a table with a bunch of plants on it, possibly cacti, and it looks like they just burst into flame, and that's where it started. It didn't seem exceptionally hot, just like, but hotter than you would expect from spontaneously combusting cacti.
Okay. Well, that sounds like not a dragon. Unless it was a snapdragon.
A really little dragon.
Sharp observation. And yes, I said sharp because it's a cactus.
Right. Ha! Roger wants to go see a crocodile. Should we go see the crocodile next?
The one that I hit with the shopping cart.
It was a
Sure.
golf
Was it a shopping
cart.
cart?
Yeah.
Golf carts. Yes, I would like to see a crocodile. I've never seen a crocodile before.
What?
Also,
Okay,
it's important to the mystery.
Okay, so you head over to the Crikey Memorial Crocodile Sanctuary.
It's dead. Wait.
Who's it a
Memorial?
memorial
No,
of?
when you arrive there, you see it is a memorial to the 24 townsfolk in the town's history who have been attacked and killed by crocodiles.
Is that including the new one?
No, he survived. He just lost his leg from the knee down.
Come on, Digley. Let's go see a
So
crocodile.
he doesn't get on the main memorial plaque.
It's odd how many people on the plaque died at the Memorial Wildlife Sanctuary.
No, it doesn't say that.
sort of a self-cycling situation here.
Are we getting there in time to do the tour?
Yes.
That we could see where everybody was
Yes.
eaten
Well,
by
actually-
alligators.
It turns out it's a self-guided tour. It's one of those ones where you kind of get a little headphone and go into the crocodile sanctuary on your own while the staff stay outside.
I'm beginning to see why so many have died.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to come all the way out here and not do the tour. We're walking around anyway.
That's
Okay, Roger.
Okay, so you
Y'all have any dog headphones?
I think Digley will be fine.
Digsy?
All
Yeah, whatever.
right, I'm just trying to help get your dog some culture.
Her name's Crocodile Chow in the next 15 minutes, you bet.
the staff are happy to point out the crocodile which attacked the person in the golf cart incident. They pointed out to you from beyond the fence. It's that chap over
What's
there.
its name?
Hard questions. That's right. Emil
Emil.
the crocodile.
Sounds like he had a meal.
It's about 2.5 meters long. you know. So pretty decent sized crocodile. You're welcome to go in. Watch out for that bunch of bushes over there. We think there's a couple lurking in there, waiting for people to go past on the path.
When I pan with my camera around the landscape, do we see any more of the pink?
I was going to say
there is
good job, Harry.
One sitting on the fence watching. It has a regular sized human type of popcorn.
Okay.
Is the popcorn visible?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Roger, I think we should do our opening scene over there by the popcorn.
Well, you handle that. I'm gonna go talk to that crocodile. Could I use my magical tattoos to communicate with the thing I don't share a language with?
Yeah, okay. I want to see that intro scene with the invisible pixie eating popcorn first, though.
So I started eating the popcorn.
Oh, the pixie
you're gonna take food from a fake?
Roger, that was good. You.
Hello. It is I, Roger Ravencroft. We're here at the Crocodile Sanctuary where 24 people have died. Harry, if you could be a little quiet behind the camera.
I'm just trying to eat my popcorn.
Oh my
Right,
of course, but just a little
Am I
bit
too
quiet.
loud? Can you hear it?
You
Roger.
are, but speaking of being too loud, our next sponsor is
Roger.
Inaudible. If kids are getting a bit much and you can't afford boarding school, drown out the sound with the all-new Inaudible. Just download the app on your nearest digital device, press it against your ear, and play your favorite song. The music will blare so loudly that you won't be able to hear anything for the next 20 to 50 hours. Warning, it may cause deafness.
Roger, sometimes I feel like this show's more commercial than actual content.
Do you just accept ads from anyone who emails you in the spam folder or what?
You know, we had a backlog and I'm trying to get through them quickly. But we value all of our sponsors equally.
Roger, your introduction made it sound like 24 people had just been killed by crocodiles as opposed to, in the past, the total number.
Yeah, you're making it sound like
24 people have died in the past. Not most recently was only some people who haven't died because they were only hurt and went to hospital and they are
Some
fine,
bugger's
making a
leg.
full recovery. But besides their leg, we are here with the crocodile as well as a pixie. Pixie, how are you feeling today?
Is there an honorable mentions on the back of the memorial for people who just lost limbs?
Hey, I got asked a question, mate. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
if you could
I'm
work
having quite a
that
nice
answer
day.
into, yeah.
Be quiet. Let me answer. Yes, I'm having a lovely day. I'm hoping to see someone get eaten by a crocodile quite soon.
Really? And why is it you want to see somebody eaten so badly? Is it something to do with your
It's a laugh,
childhood?
right?
And why is it that you find it so funny? At what point would you say in your lifetime that you started finding such things funny?
Always, yeah. Misfortunes, people suffering, amusing deaths. It's always a good one.
Are your parents still together? Is this a coping mechanism?
I don't really know.
Interesting.
What?
We are trying to get to the bottom
sense.
of this here, viewers. But while we do that, let's look at what the others are doing over there.
Cool. Would you like to make your use magic roll to talk to a crocodile?
Yeah, I guess I will.
I like how I came here for the crocodile and I'm talking to a pixie.
All right.
So, what sort of glitch do you reckon
I think
this spell's going to have?
Oh, well.
Problematic side
I'll-
effects.
Listen. I think because that pixie's watching, it's going to draw immediate unwelcome attention.
Okay, cool. Yep. Okay. So what
yeah,
do you
Harley-
ask the crocodile?
Well, she whispers to like the little snake creature tattoo she's got, and it kind of glows a bit in the eye, and then she goes and just like crocodile talks at him. But she says, so first of all, hello, nice to meet you. Lovely bit of, your scales there, the color. You're rocking it, sweetheart. But what I came here to ask you is, how do you feel about pixies?
I don't pay much attention.
You ever eaten one?
No. To everyone else, the crocodile is kind of making some like coughing and hissing kind of vocalizations. Yeah. No, never eaten one of those. Don't see the point. Bit small.
What if there were a lot of them? Bit like popcorn. Suppose you never had that
I
either.
don't know.
Suppose it's like a lot of
No.
little fish.
Yeah, well, if you can't get anything else, be all right.
Okay. Well, I'll see what I can rustle up for you. You look like you've eaten a pretty hefty meal, if I'm being honest, recently. But that's if you can tuck it away, you can tuck it away. So.
Yeah, pity the rest of it scampered off.
Yeah.
Down here to lure the pixies to be eaten by crocodiles.
I'm just saying, it's you asked me to come up with options, Roger, and I'm exploring other options.
Okay, Clover. You are distracted from the conversation with the crocodile by a large, approaching flying creature. Which looks a bit weird.
Look it up.
It's a Boeing.
Is that a dragon?
It does look a little dragony. Yeah.
Oh my God! We've got to follow. There's a dragon. I've got to follow it. I've got to find its horde.
Well, it is kind of coming towards you.
Oh.
I'm like running around to get a shot.
Roger.
Yes.
Dragon. Up.
Okay, Harley, a enormous dragon lands in the swamp next to you and this crocodile. It leans down over you and says, "What are you doing speaking the
In my
reptilian tongues?"
Fucking hell. Well, let me tell you, my friend here, and she points at the little white quetzal that kind of comes up to the side of her neck, and she kind of points.
Yeah.
Says, I've got sort of a working relationship with a friend of mine. This is Zell. Actually,
Strange.
nice of you to come by. We've got a bit of a pixie problem. I've been asking this nice gentleman here how he feels about him. You have any thoughts on pixies? I'm Harley.
Quite annoying.
I don't.
Oh, man.
I'm
Dragon.
gonna get a dragon food.
Oh,
What is the exact wingspan?
I can't deal with the dragon name. It says something unpronounceable
Outside,
in
yeah.
reptilian.
Unpronounceable. Right, well, I don't want to be offensive and attempt that, but yeah. Pleasure.
Yes. Well, I guess if you're just using your relationship, it points a claw at your tattoos to chat with the locals. There's nothing that need concern me. It launches itself into the air and flies back off the way it came.
Oh wait, we gotta. Oh, we
Are you
could
going
have
to
gotten
yell
him
out while
like
you
see if
steal
you had
something
like
from
a coin purse or something.
Pull
You
out
could ask
my
to like borrow
grappling
a
hook.
coin.
Are you going to try and grappling hook the dragon?
Can I have a grappling hook?
Oh, did you not have them
I do have cryptid
listed?
hunting gear.
If only we
I
were
don't
going
know
to
if
follow
grappling
it.
hook counts as cryptid hunting gear.
I will allow it because it would be so amusing if you succeed. Okay, make me an act under pressure.
All right, incredible. When you act under pressure due to a monster phenomenon or mystical effect, I can add plus weird instead of plus cool to my roll.
Qualifies.
Go for it. Yep.
So let's try this. Here we go. Boop. Add weird. Submit. Another mix.
Okay. So, I think, just trying to think how the grappling hook would actually catch onto the dragon here. So I think you can hit it so that it will get on its like spinal scales and hang on and catch onto those and pull you along, but you will get smacked around through the bushes and things until it gains some height. So you're going to take a little bit of damage if you hold on.
Yeah, she's used to that. That's why she's got so many scars.
Yeah.
She just gets another tattoo to cover them up.
Cool. Okay, take 2 harm. And
Okay.
you are now hanging off the back of a dragon as it flies away.
Do you think she'll do that again? I kind of didn't get that shot.
Can we get reset? Can we reset to another take?
Roger, should we follow her? I mean,
We probably should. Though I should, before we go, say this reminds me of our game, a game sponsor, Pillage Silhouette Myths. I don't quite understand video games, but it is an app that you can get where there's a lot of pillaging, a bit like raiding, and it's full of silhouetted myths, I assume. Pillage Silhouette Myths.
the whole time
Yes, let's follow.
I've been pushing Roger to go, so he's just been promoting on the run.
I'm getting a quick picture
now.
with the fake alligator by like the souvenir stand, so it can look like I too was eaten by an alligator
Did you
Is that
climb
right?
in?
It's a crocodile.
or a crocodile. Excuse me.
Now, question: are you going to be pursuing the dragon on foot, or have you recovered your battered outback from underneath the collapsed newsstand by now?
On foot.
I would say that if we
On foot?
haven't cleared out the newsstand stuff, the person with the newsstand might have at least cleared up.
Yeah, I was
their
thinking by now
newsstand.
that it probably has been released. But yeah.
Yeah.
Question: do you want the car, or are you going to pursue on foot?
I would like the
I see
car.
1 vote for foot.
I've gone the car then.
I'll
run
I'll be
alongside.
like, you run after it, Roger, and we'll get the car, and I'll use the GPS tracking device I have on you to locate. I mean,
Done.
we'll find you.
So Roger's running
So-
away. We pull up beside in car. Roger, you sure, bud?
This quaint British man going for a run in the outback with a full suit on.
Just screaming out sponsors at this point between breaths.
It's one of those
A
weird
full
power walk movements.
double-breasted suit.
Okay. Harley, you are deposited in a dragon's lair nearby. The dragon has noticed you, but seems to have decided it doesn't care that much. So it kind of flicks the grappling hook off, pushes it off to the side of a traditional large dragon sword with a pile of valuables. Most of the stuff on the top level is modern valuables. So there's a little bit of jewelry, but there's, some TVs, some laptops, iPhones and stuff as well.
Cheers,
Are there
thanks
any
for the ride.
personal valuables for the dragon?
Like what, family photos?
Like family photos. Like
Uh,
an old bit.
I think it It will have
blanket
stolen
that's
a
just
few
really
family
comfy.
photos if the frames looked good. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh god. That's so mean. Yeah, I guess
dragon family photos.
I would go us both. I mean, other dragons. Yeah.
They're not in the main horde, at least. Yeah.
The main one.
Does it look like this dragon might have like a menagerie as part of their horde? Could I maybe find a unicorn they've kidnapped and
No,
Team up?
it's just traditional treasure.
all right.
And scrapbooks.
Well,
They're in the craft room.
I kind of whisper, just in case any of those pixies hitched a ride in my backpack or on the back of that dragon. See anything you like?
Some pink sparkles appear near the dragon horde, and a pixie becomes visible and starts pointing out a few choice items.
Mm-hmm.
However, the dragon's watching you too.
Yeah.
Freeze, I can't see.
I hold very still. Okay. Well,
The dragon kind of points with a claw and says, "Exits that way."
yes, and I would like, if possible, to exit through the gift shop. Anything here you can part with? Anything at all?
No.
Not even for like something more valuable. I can offer you a slightly damaged but vintage Subaru
Another
Outback.
deal.
No, not interested.
Okay. I can also offer you a tweed suit.
Can you even like manage a Rolex or something?
Promo codes.
You know, I can't do Rolex, but I can do a promo code for a Rolex wristband company. The most comfortable wristband for your Rolex, which I think you do have a few over there, but no Vans. And I imagine, with your scales and things, you need something
You
that's
get
a bit
a
sensitive.
deep feeling of unimpressedness from the dragon.
This is the problem when you're not picked up by any major sponsors yet. Well, how about acts of service? Is there anything you need? And I'll just further indebt myself into more and more magical creatures. I'll just keep adding to my to-do list.
Can I point out that the deal you made with the pixie was for something stolen from a dragon's horde?
Yeah,
Not
but
for
I
something
figured
from a dragon's horde.
I figured I'd just knock out the pixie that's with me so he can't tell
yeah.
that I bought it instead.
Sure. Yeah, no, cool. The dragon says...
With the pixie sparkles, is it like a dust?
It's more like a special effect, really.
Okay, so it's not like a material they're covered in.
No, it's
okay. I was gonna say I could smack that into a powder and be like pixie dust. Here you go.
Dragon says, "Oh man, well, it's been a while since I've had a chance to like defeat and devour a knight. The heroic kind of knight. Yeah,
Okay.
like good fight with a knight. That'd be great.
I do know someone who's been knighted. I imagine his sweaty ass is going to be running into this cave any moment now. I present in tip-top condition, Sir Roger Ravencroft.
The dragon says, "Oh, it doesn't look like much. No armor, no sword, no horse."
Have you had some water?
I'll give you my canteen, which I did fill up.
Hello.
Okay.
I am Roger
The,
Ravencroft.
The
Roger, you must
outback
have a
pulls
sword
up
or something,
outside.
right? That comes with the title and everything. You can fight this dragon for me.
Fight a dragon.
Yeah, that was
I
Bit of a scrap, fancy scrap with a dragon, Roger.
I
Come on.
have a multi-tool. That it has a corkscrew and it has some tweezers.
Sure, and I've got this like weird climbing device. I never actually learned what it's called. It's just the thing that Lara carries around in her movies. So you can have that. It's like an axe, sort of.
I feel like this wouldn't go well for me if I tried to fight a dragon. You seem very strong and
It
big.
is quite big. Yeah.
Excuse me, can you like lower your head? I'm trying to get all this in shot. Like, right away.
Oh, hello, Harry.
Roger, you're going to fight a dragon? That's awesome. I mean, and she starts pulling out of her bag. She goes, you can have my stun gun, you can have my hand gun, and she passes that
I
over.
really don't think it's for me fighting in general. I'm more of a
The dragon says, no,
talking
I'm
kind of
not into this
person.
either. This guy's no good. I want a proper knight if we're going to do this.
What are you talking about? Is no good. He is fantastic.
Well, he's rubbish, isn't he?
What?
He's just some guy in a
Well,
tweed suit who's really
Now,
sweaty.
hold on a moment.
But
If I wanted to fight you, I could. I just didn't want to. But I am that good. Just because I wear tweed doesn't make me any lesser.
well,
Alpha male, they call me.
yeah, and there's a set of armor over there. We could put him in the armor, and there's a sword too. So
Yes, we could.
we can.
Right, I'm doing
Yeah,
it.
just add another layer. That won't immediately cook your cerebellum or anything.
Okay, the dragon says, yeah, all right. If he's prepared to give it a go, I am.
Now, Roger, here's the thing. You don't have to win. He just said he wanted to fight a knight. So as long as they get the fight, we get to take some of this treasure. I'm going to go knock out a pixie. And I go and beat that pixie to the
Okay. First, Harley, do you want to make me an act under pressure roll to manage to knock out the pixie before it realizes what's going on?
This is a terrible plan.
That's a 9. Could I get some help, Clover?
Yeah, sure. No.
Oh, Clover.
I will spend luck.
Okay.
Hey!
Yay, we have luck.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me about that before I fight a dragon.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay,
Whenever
so do
I
you, like,
spend luck,
you
you'll
smash
get a
the
chance
pixie?
to do something heroic.
I think, I smacked the pixie with the walking stick, and if you want to, like, run it over with the Subaru, you can...
I'm like distracting it with the flash from my camera phone.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Yep. Yeah, so it dodges the first couple of blows, but then the flash stuns it for a moment. You get a good wallop
Yeah.
and knock it out.
I'll use my magic tattoo and have the Quetzal just sort of and eat it.
Eat it.
Yeah. Kel's
Why not?
Zell needs a snack every once in a while. She's hungrier than that
Okay.
crocodile.
Now, Roger, time to heroically fight a dragon in a single combat duel. We'll just do this as a single kick some ass roll, and
I want to roll for initiative.
we'll see what happens.
Back, you fiend.
Oh,
Roll
This
six.
is
You know what? I'm going to keep it.
Okay,
I'm going to
Yes.
keep this.
Clover, you know how you had an opportunity to do something heroic coming up?
Yep.
Okay, so Roger gets into the armor, gets the sword out, gets ready. The dragon immediately slaps you with a claw and knocks you straight down and into a wall. The sword goes flying. Clover, would you like to do anything?
I guess I'll pick up the sword.
You're not going to like tase the dragon or something?
Yeah,
Did you say you had a...
I was gonna use the sword to conduct the taser, so I
Oh, yeah.
stab and tase.
Cool. You may also make a Kicks Mass roll.
You're helping your hero, so if you get any bonuses for that.
If I'm doing help out, I get bonuses, but I'm not helping out, I'm kicking ass. So.
Okay.
10!
Oh yeah. Zap. With it, you discharge the taser into the dragon. It's momentarily dazed enough that you can kind of heroically like put your foot down on its snout while it's dazed on the ground, hold the sword up and look, or pull Roger to his feet and put the sword in his hand so he's defeated it. Your choice.
You know what? I think it's at this point that she realizes she doesn't need Roger to be awesome. So she pulls out her phone and
So
takes a
you're gonna be
selfie of
the Dragon
herself
Slayer.
with her
Yeah.
foot on the snout
Yeah.
of the dragon.
Cool.
Character growth.
Harley, do you want to snaffle? Harley, do you want to snaffle as much dragon treasure as you can carry at this point?
Yeah, I think I replace any
Oh, actually,
gear
not just
that...
you. I get.
I've
Yeah,
been
well,
putting
I mean,
stuff in my pockets.
Like I said, I'm sticking
Yeah.
to the fairy deal. We're really coming out of here on a steal. We've
Yeah, well, you
gotten,
can just grab as much as you can throw into the back of the outback, and then get.
Yeah.
I mean, the dragon's going to come too soon, so you don't want to wait around too long.
Yeah, I don't want to take too much, but I definitely want to take any like phones that I've broken while like working on this
Yep.
job. I definitely replace as many of them as I can.
Sure.
And I'll pick a
someone gonna rake
phone
up
charger up for
Roger?
Harry that will fit in the sockets around here.
Oh, it's a golden shovel. We could just shovel that stuff into the back of the outback.
Okay.
My
so,
plan is to addict
stolen
all the
dragon
fairies to
treasure.
TikTok.
Done.
We should
all
probably
right,
bring
so-
Roger.
You're dead.
We just strap you to the roof of the outback.
Yeah,
The armor.
in your armor.
I think I cracked my glasses.
You're wonderful, Roger. So brave.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so part one of the deal is sorted out, and possibly part two. Possibly part two if you count Roger's packed lunch as the feast that the pixies want.
Pixies.
You drive your battered outback back into the town of Crikey, complete with rather worse for wear night and a large amount of stolen dragon treasure, including some sweet replacement iPhones. Okay, what's next? Unicorns, yeah?
Yeah, well, we got to find a unicorn.
I'm just Googling where to find a unicorn.
My head hurts.
Makes sense.
This
yeah,
area.
I track. Right. Unicorns
Okay,
near me.
Harry,
Hot single unicorns near
you
you.
do get an advertising link for authentic unicorn parts.
Authentic unicorn parks. They're definitely not horses.
No, parts, not parts.
Pots. So you could just get
Yeah,
like
unicorn
assemble your own.
horns. Unicorn rug, you know.
Okay, yeah. Hey guys, I found a place. I already got it on the GPS. You'll know it when you get there.
Of course you do. I'm so glad we
It's an
contacted you,
online
Harry.
store.
Oh, we have to order it.
Yeah.
Can you
Should we
order
get-
a unicorn on there?
Should we get Roger off
Gosh,
the
the
roof?
internet's so fascinating nowadays. It's fine, I can hear you.
No, if you scroll down, they do have actual living unicorns available.
Are they like?
Well, yeah.
$50,000.
Oh,
Right.
how much
We're-
do we
we're
have?
just-
of it?
We have a dragon's horn
Plus
in our
shipping.
back seat.
I mean, yeah.
Um,
I was able to pick up the dragon's Bitcoin wallet. I don't know if that'll help.
That tracks. That totally tracks.
Yep.
I just gotta figure out the password.
I think
Bling,
there's
bling.
enough stuff in the Dragon's Hoard. You could like take it to like a pawn shop or a second-hand shop and sell it off, and have enough to order a unicorn,
Yeah, but then we're down
and
one
still have
Dragon's
some to give
Hoard.
to the pixies.
So... Oh, still have some. Okay.
No, there'd still be enough for some pixie. They didn't specify it had to be the whole of it or anything. So I think yeah, that'll work.
Perfect.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
I don't know if I
mean,
trust the validity of this website. Could I read a bad situation to see if it's am I gonna get scammed out of our
Sure.
money?
Go for it.
Boop. Sure. Submit. Oh, it's a mix. Okay.
So,
are there any dangers we haven't noticed on this website?
oh yeah. Okay, so you research the store a bit, and it actually strangely enough, it does seem legit. However, there are hidden dangers. The shipping and tax are going to be quite excessive, particularly if you want to overnight this unicorn.
Right. Yeah. All these shipping delays.
Do we actually need a live unicorn? Don't we just need like 7 hairs from its tail?
They did
or
just
its
say the
mane or
hair.
something? Yeah.
If there's like a cheap rug with the hair still part of it, we could just buy the rug.
Yeah. Technically,
Unless you're
you
keen on
just
talking
need
to one.
7 tail hairs. So
7 tail hairs.
Is there any info on where their unicorn ranch is located?
You want to get it straight from the source.
There is, but unfortunately, it is in Thailand.
Oh,
Tricky 24-hour time limit.
that sounds a little fishy.
All right. Well, yeah, I say we just get a rug then. We don't need to order the whole animal.
Yeah, the rug
cheaper?
is quite a bit cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could
That'll
keep
help cover
more
the
of the
tax.
hoard.
And the shipping. So we'll probably break even, but you know.
Yeah. The shipping is significantly less for a rug than a live unicorn.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Strange.
Now, I noticed there's a comment in the chat about a unicorn tail hat, and I'll have to say, yes, you can also order a fez with a unicorn tail attachment as the tassel.
Sure. Well, that's just a present for Roger for fighting the dragon for us.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, there's unicorn stuff sorted out.
Well, now we have time to relax.
Just have to
until
wait
it
for
comes.
the courier.
Yeah. Problem solved. How about that?
Well, there's still the massive feast for them all that you've got to throw.
All right.
I guess we need to make a few more sandwiches and get some wine.
Send out a few invitations, get decorations. We got to make it look cool for the doc.
Clean up, have a shave with a certain sponsor, like Pound Trim Society, where you can order some free, well, not free, paid, but cheaper with our promo codes. Dragon.3. Dragon.3 is the promo code for some your first Pound Trim Society box. Cheaper. I'm great.
Harry, do you think we could get our cousins, the ones in Sydney, do you think we could get their band to like live stream some entertainment for the feast?
I mean,
My brother's son.
they are
and sisters.
playing in that one major city nearby.
Yeah.
We could probably give them a call.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it's a safe bet that a hopeful up and coming band will want to do an extra gig,
Perfect.
even if it is for no money.
Well, it's for gold coins, which is, you know.
Oh,
a
yeah,
currency
okay, even
they'll
better,
absolutely
yeah.
be able to spend.
Well,
Okay,
we'll
so you've
also
got
get some
entertainment.
doll furniture so they've got something to sit on, and eat there at the table.
Yep. Okay.
Well, couldn't we get the people who set up like our filming locations to maybe like get a banquet hall? Like, is there even a banquet hall? This isn't really a huge town. Maybe they have like a gym or something.
Could use a
Is,
warehouse.
is anyone going to remind Harry that the person who sets up your filming locations is Harry and Clover?
Harry, that's us. We're the ones who do that. And
We were supposed to be asking for permission.
what?
Oh no! I don't think we can air this episode.
What? Oh.
Like we were in people's homes.
It's fine. We'll just cut everything out in public places.
Technically, we weren't in their home, just the dragon's home and the outside of the people's house with the greenhouse. Only the drone
You're right. The
trespassed.
drone went inside.
Yeah, we only damaged their home. We didn't enter it.
And
we
they
don't
did
have that
give the drone
footage
back,
now.
so that was collateral.
All right.
I guess.
Well, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but we seem in the clear.
Sure. And we'll just do it at an outdoor feast and a streaming concert for the Pixies.
Cool.
Yeah, there's got to be a grocer's in Crikey that we could buy.
Yeah, there is.
And make
Yeah.
some food.
Yep. You can go spend some of your ill-gotten dragon theft money on all the fanciest food available in the supermarkets of Crikey.
It's a little charcuterie, actually. That's how you make a feast look good. Just lots of meat and cheese on boards.
That's right. Just make everybody else prepare their food. That way you don't have to prepare it.
That's right. Then you cut service
Just
out of the
set it
equation.
out.
So
Yeah. Unconstructed meal. Got it.
Okay.
And we only need just one knife, even though we have a bunch of cheeses.
and we can put Roger's jams out in bowls because people love to dip their sausages in jam for some reason when you present it like that.
Might even do some mixing and preparation.
Yeah.
Cautiously.
Are you going to send out an
Don't
invitation?
get carried
to
away,
this
Raj.
feast yet, or
For the Pixies, I mean,
Yeah.
Clover's already graphic designing something up.
cool? So you want to do it in public? So are you just going to like set up the feast in a park or something?
Yeah.
Well, could we
Or
use
the
the
crocodile
remains
sanctuary?
of the remains of the newspaper stand and sort of construct a makeshift gazebo?
I think with a little bit more of the dragon horde given to the newsstand owner, that'll be doable. That will put you by the side of the main street of Crikey, though. which I'm
We're
not
now
sure if that
eating
is
into
the
our
most-
profits, so.
I thought it got
Party,
ripped out of the
so-
ground so we could like tow it. With
Oh,
the
you
zipper
want to take it
over
somewhere?
to
Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Sure.
Awesome. Can someone make me an act under pressure roll to construct a gazebo of an appealing and safe sort?
I've done this loads of times, guys. It's really no big deal.
Give me a
I'll
roll.
help you if you need it.
Are you still
That's cool,
in
right?
your armor?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't worry, guys.
Oh,
the
yeah.
sand's gonna stand up
Oh,
for
good.
for
Yeah,
for
this gazebo looks
centuries.
fantastic.
So
you've put
sturdy.
all like fancy stuff, decorations on it. It's great.
I'm gonna go set up
Very
the cameras
creative,
over there
Harry.
by that tree, though.
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah. It's kind of got a little bit of a flexing in the wind thing going on, which because it's in wind chimes, that's quite a nice effect.
There's just somebody breathing nearby, and it's kind of.
Okay, Clover, can you describe the invitation you've made for the Pixies?
Okay, so there is the words are like, ye are heartily invited to the feast of Roger Ravencroft, and there's all the glitter,
Yeah,
and it just says at the newsstand at the park.
cool.
Pixies
And
only.
how do you send it to them?
I fire it up into the air with a lot of glitter and hope.
Firework.
I think that will work. Yeah.
I'll say I believe in pixies.
From somewhere in the air, you hear a small voice saying, "Right on."
Cheers, love.
Bonza.
Okay. So at the suggested. Oh, what time did you say the party was starting?
I didn't.
Hmm.
Oh, you didn't.
No. Come now.
Okay. In that case, you have to kind of wait around. They start turning up just as it starts being like sunset sort of time of day. Like as the sun starts to go down, you see pixies start to appear, start checking out the food, checking out the dragon horde. Just after like the first 3 have turned up, the courier rolls up with your rug, and get someone to sign for that. Yeah. And this, I guess you've got the dragon horde still in. What's left of it is still in the outback.
Yep.
So yeah, pixies start coming up. There's a few grumpy complaints about the level of luxury on the feast. There's there's some complaints about they could have gone to that bakery down the coast a bit. That'd be a bit nicer than these cakes.
Hey man, those are whole grain jams. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know the jam's pretty good, but I mean the wine.
Thank you.
Couldn't you have at least gone for the top shelf bottles?
Well, actually, they've done studies, and the stuff that comes in a box is not that much different. It's really just like a perceived value sort of thing. So
Look, I can perceive that this box is rubbish.
Well, we figured quantity over, most quality, because there's so many of you. We didn't want to run out. That would have been embarrassing.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair. Yep.
Just
I'll make it up
drink
to you.
more.
We did
It'll taste
prepare a bit of fun for you, because I know, like, after this, you've agreed you're not going to terrorize the town anymore. But we've set up this sort of mock building over here for you to burn down at your leisure, as sort of like party activities. So if you just want to like finish that off, sort of ready for you.
Right, yeah, definitely, absolutely. A couple of the pixies disappear, reappear on the thing, and one of them's got a cigarette lighter. When it reappears, a cigarette lighter and a can of hairspray, and just starts flame throwing the thing.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is just kind of watching and applauding. Yeah, yep. So there, the gazebo goes up in terrifying inferno.
Is Harry recording?
Harry.
Yeah, but it's kind of tough. Like with all the lights coming from the flames, it's really hard to get like images of
Throwing
you
out the
guys.
white balance.
I just gotta keep messing with it. I don't know. It's like I don't know.
Harry, why don't you
Okay,
entertain them
yes,
with that
cool.
dramatic reading you prepared?
Oh, you want me to do that?
Yes.
You want me to do a dramatic reading about the gazebo?
you
burning?
rehearsed.
Oh, okay, here we go. That night, we all gathered closely together to watch the fire. It was the greatest fire we had seen. And let me tell you, on our journeys, we had seen many a fire. The pixies danced around. We even started to dance around. Oh, it was such a jubilee. I mean, I kind of forget what... I mean, it's not much, but,
It's a start.
I spent a lot of time just sitting here because my camera's on a tripod mostly. So, like, I can write. I just don't do it often.
Yep. Yeah, you get a tiny round of applause from the pixies.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'll dance
Okay.
with somebody.
Yep. What kind of music what is your cousin's band?
Oh, they're like a
Baby shark doo doo.
They're
like a pop Viking rock.
yeah,
Nice.
with like a steampunk vibe.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep.
A
Awesome.
lot of
That-
unexpected harmonica solos, I think.
Lovely. That's definitely a unique vibe for this party, I think, between all of that.
They started with one harmonica and a band is pretty good, but if you have 3, that's when things can really get interesting.
And yeah, and everyone's
It's
fearing
what
the
the
day in 6 or 9 months when they go, well, if 3's so good, what about 5?
They've been doing pretty good. They've been booking like small birthday parties. They've gotten a couple bookstores.
Okay, so there's a big party going on. Lots of pixies. We've found out what Harry's up to. What about Roger? What is Roger up to?
What is Roger up to? Roger is
Drinking?
I don't.
Drinking boxed wine.
Interviewing? You could be interviewing the pixies.
I could. I don't want to offend anyone. I'm probably teaching them about the culinary art of jam mixing.
Okay, yeah, you've got a decent audience of pixies who are interested in that. Or at least they're claiming to be interested while they're eating lots of jam. Harley, you are dancing. Dancing with pixies is a little challenging, but also not something you've probably experienced before. Clover, what about you?
I'm talking to them about the best way to covertly spy on people because they've got this whole invisibility and sparkle thing going on, and I've got like GPS trackers and stuff, so we're going to combine tactics.
Yeah, no, they're very interested to learn about GPS tracking, and they do assure you that being able to teleport and make yourself invisible at will is extremely useful for stalking.
How do I learn the ways of the pixies?
Oh, you just got to be a pixie.
Simple, really.
But
One of them says,
not.
although I could probably teach you if, for a fee, we could make a deal.
What kind of
Here we
deal?
go again.
What kind of deal?
Oh, it'll be nothing that you'll miss.
That's vague enough.
That's really vague. Yeah, that is vague. Can you be a bit more specific?
Okay, I'll take 25 years of your life.
The 25 years that I've already lived, or 25 years?
No, some of the upcoming ones.
Oh,
You won't miss them. You'll be dead.
well, that is a point, but
You might miss them if they come out the middle. Like
yeah, that'd be weird. I think I'm not that committed to being a pixie, so I'm gonna have to say no.
Well, offer stays open if you change your mind.
Thanks.
Okay.
Maybe I can find a
So
cloak of
it's an enjoyable
invisibility.
party. Everyone's having a good time. However, there is one problem that appears in the middle of it, which is as the gazebo's finally burning into embers, it is crashed through by the Eslol streaming team. The 3 of them are all in a human pyramid on 2 skateboards coming down the hill in the park, filming themselves with GoPros. And they smash through your party, knocking over a great deal of food and several of the pixies, and as well as smashing through the burning gazebo in the process of it. When they kind of smash to the ground, tumble, and get themselves up and brush themselves off, they all start congratulating themselves on a wonderful stunt, paying no attention to you at all.
Well, they're going to stop paying attention because I walk right over and deck one of them.
Okay. The one that you already dealt with at the newsagent, or one of the other 2?
No, she seems kind of skittish. I want whoever the ringleader is, whoever seems most jazzed about being a complete asshole.
There's a guy with long bleach blonde hair and kind of surfer get up who's looking especially smug and pleased with himself there.
Mm-hmm.
Sound good?
Sure.
Yep. Bam. He is not expecting that. So yeah, you knock him around. No worries. The other guy is like, "Oh, that was awesome. Can you punch him again?"
Oh.
Can I tase the dude who just talked? But down low so he can't reproduce.
Okay, yeah. He's not paying
Cool.
any attention to you at the moment, so yeah.
Typical.
There's a look of earned respect between Harley and Clover.
Aw.
Hey, Roger, I think this is really going to help with our viewership.
Now calm down, everyone. I think we can really talk this out.
Yeah, I'm talking to him right now. You should apologize right now.
He says, "Who to? Like, what for?"
Like for ruining the party we're having, and you know.
Oh, yeah. Oops, sorry.
Like, do you think at all? Do you have any sort of like preparation in that little brain of yours?
Nah.
Fantastic. Well, when you end up in hospital, you can tell them you were hit by a bus.
Okay.
Pixie, can does it have to be my 25 years? Can I like use someone else's 25 years?
No, the pixie says, "Oh, yeah, that's fine with me."
Insider trading.
Pick one of those guys.
I'll take 12.5 of each.
Oh, cool.
Perfect.
There's
Deal.
3 of them, so that's more than 25 years. That's fine by me.
Oh, I just thought they were 2 stupid men.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. That's fine by me. Whichever one. I'm going to learn to be a pixie.
Okay. Okay, Clover, you may add the move "May turn invisible at will."
Woohoo!
Ooh.
And all
Roger
you had
will
to pay
never
for
know
it
what
was
hit him.
steal a large part of 2 innocent, well, stupid but innocent
Well.
victims' lives.
I mean, really, will they
I mean,
even
on
live that long?
Yeah, on the trajectory they're on, they're going to be lucky if they make it that far.
True. Okay. By the time the food and drink is all finished, the pixies are happy. They accept that you have met the terms of the deal, Harley, and they say, well, you know, we'll stop tormenting this town. You know, we'll just go back to the regular stuff. And they all, one by one, disappear.
If the one I originally made the deal with is there,
Yeah, it is.
I want to ask him. So, like, what set y'all off on this town in particular? Because as far as I can tell, like nothing actually important ever happens here, aside from you guys showing up.
It says you see those 3 falls over there, pointing at the,
Yeah, the one I gave
streaming
you know a real sandwich.
Yeah. Well, like they made us this offer and called us up to do a deal for them, and then they just never made good on it.
People who can't follow through on deals, am I right?
Yeah, hate them.
Even seemingly impossible ones like dragon hordes and unicorn stuff. Like you just got to tough it out.
Yeah, we're pretty impressed. We didn't think you'd be able to manage it.
Yeah. What do they say about the Reed family? You get us together, can't break us.
Oh yeah. No, that's like
And
a
that
joke,
applies
isn't
to their
Yeah.
aunts, brothers.
it?
Yeah, all our related cousins and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we can call that mystery solved now. Like you've sorted out the problems of the town. The one thing that's left is like, what does your final documentary reporting of this whole situation look like?
Shit.
Harry?
Can we go back to the crocodile memorial for the final scenes? I just feel like a sunset there.
Yep,
Amazing.
you can indeed.
Well, we
Yep.
just had a
Like,
sunset
next day, you
here.
can do all the pickup
Yeah.
shots you need.
I
We
need
just
to get
film
some more
all the
B-roll.
locations without anything interesting happening there.
Do you want to like just give us the viewers an idea like what the arc of the report is what do you show? How good's the, which shots look awesome and which do not.
Roger, you're the presenter. You have to give us the voiceover of the opening credits.
Well, here we see a street where there was an electrocution, and over here is a crocodile sanctuary. And over there was a dragon cave. And over there is a hospital. And over here is the park. These will be the locations that we will tell you about verbally because we got no actual fucking shots of them for the entire run of being here.
Oh, I have lots of photos.
You forgot to narrate the one where it was the person whose greenhouse burned down, but we're
And
showing them
the
footage
greenhouse.
of their living room.
There was a greenhouse.
This is the house where...
And for that, there's an overlay of, for legal reasons, we can't show you this.
Because we didn't have
And-
permission.
Yeah.
At the very end.
Sound of glass breaking and a cat.
And before we go, a final word from our final sponsor. If eyelash extensions aren't doing it for you, there's a certain world-famous actor and martial artist who's giving up their eyelashes in a new business that they've started called Lash of Chans. We have promo codes for that too. Lash of Chans.
Okay, Harry, were there any films of pixies? Did you manage to get any at all?
I did get some films of pixies.
Do they look real or fake?
It depends on I think they look real. Should we roll? Let's roll to find out. Yeah. Let's see. I can roll a cool for that. No, actually,
Okay.
you know what we should roll? We should roll a sharp.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that actually. Yeah, sharp if you prefer.
Oh,
They look good.
High definition,
Some
60
awesome
frames a
pixie
second.
footage.
It's mostly footage from the party, so it just
Probably
looks more
mostly
like
the
a
party, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, and the one that was eating popcorn. You got you
One of
got a
those eating
chance to film
popcorn.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I guess I waved at one on the street.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, these terrible pixies terrorizing the town and just eating like jam and popcorn.
If you've been affected by the events of the film, you can talk to your local therapist.
Yeah, but actually, yeah, that is a good point. I mean, most of your film is just like empty streets with nothing much going on and pixies having a party.
Yep.
So the terror that afflicted the town of Crikey is very much off screen.
Well,
But to footage of Harley just like hissing at a crocodile and beating up some other celebrity.
I was gonna say, I think I do have a couple shots of you. Just
Yep. Oh, and
Yep.
and I'm afraid to tell you this, but like when your thing goes live, it does in fact get less views than those idiots smashing through your party on skateboards and getting punched.
Wow.
the real
Because
monster
of it.
was the algorithm.
Give it a few years.
Excellent. Okay, so do you want to go through the end of session questions and see how much more experience your characters have earned?
sure.
And shall we start with the team one? Because did you
definitely.
in fact find some new weirdness or phenomena that you could reveal to the world?
Mm-hmm.
I
I
think
the
we
big
did. Yeah,
pixie
we
party
got a.
definitely counts there.
That illicit unicorn trading site.
That's your next story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to go to Thailand.
Going to Thailand, everybody.
Dragon. That would make it another story.
Excellent.
A
Okay.
dragon within
so,
running distance.
oh,
I feel like I did get some shots of the dragon too.
Oh yeah, yep, cool.
Over the stomach,
In
not
the
the
dark,
head.
in in the dark
It's
cave where the
Yeah.
light was on.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, nothing was attacking you at that time. Yeah, so yep, some good dragon footage as well. Cool. Did you conclude the current mystery? You did.
Yes.
Did you save anyone from certain death or worse?
I
What do you
feel
reckon?
like we didn't necessarily.
Well, could we argue the S-lols, we kind
The-
of saved them from having long lives?
And
And that would be
don't
We
sure
shorter?
that
did
counts.
save millions from having to view more of their content, which
The newsstand.
Is
The
that worse
newstand
than
was going to
death?
fall on someone.
Oh, that's true. You did save that
Oh, yeah,
person.
that's true.
And there is possibly would have been more victims from the Pixies' reign of terror if you
We
hadn't
maybe have saved
picked them.
BT
So
from
you can-
continuing to collaborate with the other people on the channel.
Maybe.
Maybe we
Well,
can
up to you.
recruit her.
Do you think you got that one?
I mean, I was filming the gazebo when it was crashed in.
The
Yeah.
gazebo.
Although it
was
is hard to
saving-
tell it is hard to tell because we didn't have the proper lighting.
Hmm.
Yep.
We can claim it. We can put it in the
Yep.
headline at least to try to boost us.
Mhm.
Cool. Did you learn something new and important about the world?
You can order
Uh,
unicorns online.
Unicorn website.
Yeah.
Local dragon cave.
And
Dragons
Yep.
collect Bitcoin.
Hmm.
And
and
family
did you
photo
learn-
albums.
did you learn anything new and important about any of the hunters? Which I mean,
Well,
first
all of
session,
it.
of course, we
Learned
did.
Rogers
Yeah.
sold out.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, Roger did
Sounds
sell
like-
out.
That sounds like
Over
a
there
couple
looking
of
like a
experienced sheep.
NASCAR car just covered in.
Yeah. Yeah, I can just imagine Roger putting on his overcoat, if it's like a puffer jacket, just covered in ads. Yeah.
Hmm.
Or would that not fit the image?
I think a puffer jacket would work nice in a cozy British town.
Oh, what an anorak.
That would work too.
Hmm.
And pretty much a puffer jacket is just a modern anorak anyway, really. Okay. How was that?
You did
any final moments that you'd like to share with what your hunter got up to next? I think Prentice is obviously going to be very pleased with that report with both pixies and dragons and a new story for next time.
Okay. There would be a scene where Roger's probably in the shower and has no idea that there's an invisible Clover.
Why do you do this?
Oh, why?
That's
Watching.
predatory. I mean, I like the scene of Clover like deciding that she doesn't have to be a sidekick anymore and getting a new playbook.
That sounds nicer than the other thing.
Sure, but she's going to be invisible and do something cool. So, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe she goes undercover while invisible. So, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
She's out in the
that's much less
field.
disturbing.
I think Harley gets a new tattoo to cover some of the scars she got while fighting a dragon.
Yep.
I think Roger invests in a hat and gloves.
I bet Harry's
What is the
posting on
Australian
social
weather?
media.
Just working on the fit.
Harry's posting on social media.
Yeah, because the people back home, they don't believe that he knows about the supernatural or that they're even real. So he's checking to see who's seen it, and he also notices that his ex sees it.
Ooh,
Mm.
I see.
You have to read the character sheet to find out more about that.
Is there anything in the character sheet there?
Yes, that's there is stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Secret
let's have a look.
exes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, thank you for all taking part in this testing out a bit of news content. I think that worked pretty well.
That was
Do
so
let
much
me know if
fun.
you've
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Oh wow,
So
he does have an
during
ex.
that gameplay, we could have taken any of our experience points at any one point and given it to our team playbook, right?
You could, yes.
Ooh.
So you could level. I think you probably got enough that you could level up the team if you felt like it.
Yeah, what level up would we take?
What level ups do we have? What options do we have? Let me open that.
You could gain more assets. You can gain another team move, or you can gain a new team ally, or you can make the next mystery about your team's enemy.
Which we didn't even see today.
Those are the options.
We didn't get to see.
No,
our
we didn't.
Yeah, see our little
I was
green
going
gremlin
to have
guy.
him turn up to help the other pixies, but
Ah.
it never seemed necessary. So much chaos anyway.
We could get BT as an ally and then boost our follower count by having her join us instead of the other brand.
That would be a cool choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have a dragon as an ally. That would be pretty helpful.
Ooh, yeah, that too.
Pretty
don't
sure
know
that
if the
dragon's
dragon
not going
is
to be
a-
kind to us after
Yeah.
what we did.
Yeah.
They wanted to fight. We gave them a fight.
They wanted to
And
eat
not
you.
to ally
I
with
think
people that commit a invasion.
They wanted to fight the night and eat it.
Well.
It's true.
50%
soup.
happy with us.
We only smacked it and then didn't eat it.
Excellent.
Okay.
Oh, well, and
All right.
thanks, Sero, for inviting me along. This was great fun.
Oh, it was great having you. I was so excited when you said yes when I invited you along in the
definitely.
first place.
Well, as I said, if you ask me when I've got a crowdfund to promote, it's the ideal time.
Awesome.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you coming out.
So
That was really
yeah,
fun.
there's
Cool.
information again for the Codex of Worlds in the chat box there, a link to the back of it. I just want to quickly thank
it out.
everyone. And we will get out of here. So thank you to Ollie for staying up stupid late in the UK. Thank you to Natalie for the awesome accent. And thank you to Rosi for being here on his birthday. Happy birthday, Rosi.
Happy
Thanks for having me.
me.
Happy birthday, Rosie.
And a
Thank you.
Special thanks once again to Michael Sands for creating the game in the first place so we can all play it. And it's how a lot of us met, just Monster of the Week, isn't it? It's actually how all of us met because of Monster of the
Entirely how we all met, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
So,
Incredible.
thank you very much. All that remains for us to do now is to wave awkwardly at their cameras. Bye.
Take care,
All right.
adventurers.
Bye.